What's up? What's up? What's up? We back. We back. Top of the top Sunday. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We up as we always do. What's up, y'all? We up. How's everybody doing this morning? What's good? We back. I see y'all up and ready. What's up, LJ? What's up, y'all? We're gonna jump into it on this Sunday, y'all. Ain't too much to wait. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Once again, saga continues, and I'm loving it. Yeah, because before I used to have to keep all this stuff to myself. You know what I'm saying? Laughing, just watching all this stuff. We just talking about what I be scrolling, looking at on my phone. That's it. What's up, AI? What's up, everybody? We are intro to Sunday. What's up, free thing? Yeah, everybody up. Shout out to everybody that's gonna catch the replay. All right, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. So, all right, y'all. The end of Shannon Sharpe, you watching it right now. We already been talking about his behavior. Shannon Sharpe has made a payout for his disgusting ways. And I told you, nightcap is about them capping their ass at night. Lying. For those who don't know what cap means, it's a slang word for lying. All right. And nightcap is a show where they come on at night and lie their ass off. All right. Reason why I say that, because I have found out some things. Doing homework. Something with that last lawsuit Shannon and Ocho had didn't sit right with me. Somehow out of nowhere, they had this lawsuit by this woman from an Usher show. The same woman we was joking on, I joked on. Same woman. I said she was licking cherry balls. Right? Because Usher was dipping them cherries in her mouth like they was balls. She was getting teabagged. All right, but she signed up for it. So the truth is, something in me never sat right why she's suing them. It didn't make sense because I'm like, yo, I didn't really know the real reason. Remember, I was like, I think it's allegedly because of her boyfriend or her. I said, I don't know. Then it was said that the show was in London and she from Chicago. So I'm like, yo, there's something don't set right. So that's why I do more homework on it. When I saw different news, that's when I know it's lies involved, y'all. I seen one thing saying Shannon and Ocho settled the case. But then I seen some say the case got thrown out. So let's think about something. People put bogus charges on people all the time. You know this through domestic violence. You know this through many things. People lie on people all the time. And what happens? It's going to get thrown out of court. So one news media told me it got thrown out, which I also know it was nothing for Shannon Sharpe and these people to come together and make up stories. Shannon got money to pay people. Because we also spoke about this week how Shannon Sharpe had another real lawsuit in the cooking, and one of his real ex-girlfriends is on his heels right now. He also, in my opinion, threw the next lawsuit out there on his, put it like this, he put the lawsuit out on himself, my opinion, meaning they put the news out there for Nightcap, then made it look like Shannon made it look like he not broke, so he was able to pay another lawsuit. And he tried to make this, in my opinion, him settling with this black woman to deflect from the white woman. Yeah, because they about race. So you're going to see them play the race card to the end. I'm not about race, but I'm going to expose everything they're doing because you're going to get to see what they've been doing their whole life. So we're going to look at that and we're going to laugh today. Shannon, in my opinion, I'm going to prove how he made up their story with that last lawsuit. We're going to talk about it. We're also going to talk about the freaky tales. Once again, y'all, we're going to talk about Freak Nation. We're going to talk about the freaks, Keith Sweat. But in this situation, Keith Sweat had a birthday party. And somebody, you know how people jump off the cake? They pulled somebody out of box. And I don't think Keith Sweat was with it, and he dipped off. But we're going to look at what I've been telling you, how we in a time of freaks. How everybody has freaky behavior. Either they participate in freaky behavior or they purchase it, they like it, they film it, record it. I'm trying to tell you, y'all, this is about an era Mainly, y'all, we have to remember this too. All of us wasn't raised in freakiness. The generation that was raised in freakiness is the generation being exposed. Now, it skipped the gap. See, the freaky generation is from one era. Then another era happened. The hard heads, whatever you want to call it. Gangster hard, too hard for their own good, whatever you want to call it. The knucklehead era, yeah. But then after that, it went back to the pocketbook era. Purses. Purple, blue, pink hair. I'm giving you the formula of this freak nation. So, Keith Sweat is from Diddy's era, Diddy age. They're all from the same era where freaky is normal, freaknik, all right? Greek freaks, freaky, all right? Key word today is freaky, because we're going to look at Keith Sweat freaky party. Shannon Sharpe news, he's in trouble because he's freaky. Then we had to talk about Ice Spice. Ice Spice don't want to twerk no more. Yes, she has been spotted twerking on stage, and she looks very miserable because the blacks are the freaks of this game. That's their job. It ain't just their job to do that. No, so they got more than one job. Okay, if they work in media, that's one job. If they acting, that's one job. If they rap and sing, that's another job. But they also have to be freaky. You're going to see it. The reason why I'm saying all this, because it's all over with, y'all. They all exposed. Ice Spice look like she's a goddamn prisoner of fame, meaning we're also going to get into how I noticed something. Remember how the strip clubs are getting all the money throughout the years, y'all? All the strippers get money, all that money being posted online, all those bags. Remember the money was raining in the strip club so much, they started using rakes and brooms and trash bags, remember? I think the industry got hip. And I think where all this stuff coming from, when they started turning strippers into rappers, we're going to go back to Cardi B. Sexy, all this stuff. I think the industry understood that the strip clubs make a lot of money. I think the industry also realized at one point these damn strippers in the strip clubs make more money than the rappers and entertainers. I think they've been figured this out. And that's when they started the gimmick of whatever female artist we get, she's going to have to be a stripper as well. So when she goes state to state, she'll get stripper money. But we'll make the female rappers, they will be virtual strippers. And the men will listen to them, but still watch them as if they're at a strip club. And this is why you're going to see the last wave of female artists, they had to twerk their ass off. Megan, sex. You're going to see all these. Now, this is how you put it together. All the women you know that made it from twerking, meaning you saw them twerking first. You saw them twerking first. Then you heard about them. Oh, this the rapper so-and-so. This the rapper Lotto. Then you're going to see on their gram, all they was doing was twerking. You saw more twerking before you heard the lyrics. Then you might hear a song. Then you're going to see them twerking. No, they fuse strip club strippers with rap. Same way they fuse everything rap, because hip-hop is the culture. You can put anything in it. You can put gospel in it. You can put strip club music in it. You can put Arabian music in it. You can put whatever you want in hip-hop. That's why it's the only genre really that's mixed up with everything. So I'm going into all that because we're about to take off. All right, the freaky tales of rap. The freaky tales of BET. Now, what I'm talking about is this has played out through generations. So we're going from Keith Sweat all the way to Ice Spice, the new generation. And you're going to see the pattern. That's right. They're all exposed, y'all. They're all finished. Ice Spice looks so miserable. She looked like she just thought she was going to just rap. It ain't just that she got to twerk. No, y'all, they also get tossed up. Don't forget, when you keep seeing the celebrities, oh, they got this boyfriend. You forget they still get ran through. They get ran through by that boyfriend. Then another boyfriend runs through them, but then they get run through by the manager. They get ran through by the producer. They get ran through by the check writer, the CEO. They get ran through a lot. That's what y'all don't get. And by after a while, they get tired. And then some of them, they're not built for this. But guess what? They on contract. Let's go. Top of the top on a Sunday. Let's go. Hopefully everybody's feeling good today. Hopefully you enjoyed this cool weather. They say it's about to heat back up, about to go back to them hundreds. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Some of us know we was able to put on hoodies, stuff like that, enjoy the cool weather. Now, let's go, y'all. Once again, y'all, this stuff, it just won't stop. Now, y'all, we're watching some real talk, man. When I started looking at all of this as a study, for people that don't get it, The only way I broke out of it when I started getting smart is when I stopped affiliating myself with it and putting myself in it. Meaning I still got love for people. I still embrace everything. Meaning I didn't turn my back. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to tell you is, in my mind, I created a different world like this. I'm not them. I put in my mind that all humans are not the same, but I put humans in the category now of humans are different species, different types of people. And this whole scenario I deal with, not based on race. When I tell you about behavior, when you go back in the study of all nations, you will see all nations always been many different colors. So my whole perspective was I had to stop looking at myself as them or whoever. And this is how I was able to see. See, I look from the outside looking in. That's why I'm able to see this. When you in it, you don't see it. When you indulge in it, you don't get it. That's for all of us, for everybody. But see, when I came out of it and I look at it with a clean mind, like, yo, I'm a nobody, and I just look at people. I start noticing, yo, these people are their own species because they were created to be that. And that's when I went back into these studies of 1800s, 1700s, went back in all these different things, not just with these people, with all people that been so-called in bondage or so-called conquered, whatever you want to say. I went into all the history of these of certain people and how the people that lose their crown or lose their honor, they always become something else and they become the lowest form of life. And then that is really how those people become erased from history. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Speed it up, smart people. When I start looking at this shit for what it is, I start realizing, yo, people have been studying me like a science project. People have been studying me like a statistic, analytics, when they telling me what's going to happen to me before it happened. When they start telling me how things going to go for me and them. And I start noticing all these code words of urban and, you see, when I start putting together that all that shit mean the same, urban, colored, black, whatever you want to say. I'm going there for a reason, y'all, because I'm going to show you. Salute, D. Hobbs. The perspective of BET is now, y'all, in 2025, they are their own people. So we're going to look at it. Thank you very much. I got to give a break there because I'm about to go through it. All right, y'all, first thing first. How many of y'all saw the new Ice Cube movie, the new Ice Cube TV show? Now, this is something I'm going to make my job to watch. We talk about this new stuff. Now, I saw mixed ratings. I saw a rating saying it was trash. Then I saw a rating saying it was good. Also, for those who don't know, y'all know Ice Cube have the Big Three. The Big Three comes on CBS. Family, I was watching the Big Three for a second yesterday. That crowd was so empty. I have saw high school basketball games more packed than the Big Three on CBS national TV. So I already know, I'm assuming the Big Three going to be off Channel 3 soon. Meaning it's going to be off CBS. It's going to be off Channel 2. It's going to be off. And what people don't get is the Big Three is really a black basketball league, y'all. So the point I'm making is people have not been supporting it. People haven't been taking their kids to the games. People haven't been going. They got teams in Florida, Miami, Detroit. I know what's going on. This was really a black league, y'all. Remember, y'all grew up playing ball in the park. But see, I'm showing you something that Ice Cube already got his hands in something else. He already getting into this because I think the Big Three didn't pan out the way he wanted it to. Even though last summer, the Olympics, they got the Big Three in that now. They got the 3-on-3 basketball in the Olympics. Ice Cube started that. But this was really a black league, y'all. But nobody supported it. That's the truth. Yesterday, he had to have Cedric the Entertainer and Anthony, you know, what's his name? Anthony Anderson. He had to have the two comedians at the game with him yesterday. But I already put it together. I said, yo, Cedric, he already worked with Ice Cube Barbershop. Get it? Anthony Anderson, he already worked with him on Barbershop. So I'm like, yo, Ice Cube actually got to get celebrities to come down. He had Cedric in them hosting because he's trying to bring some star power to the Big Three. Now, y'all, the Big Three, that shit probably about to be gone. But I'm just giving y'all an example of people was always talking about this, that, and the third, but people didn't support it, y'all. All right, because it was nothing stopping nobody. Hey, you didn't go to NBA games. You could have took your kids to the Big Three. All right, just letting it be known in certain places that have access to this stuff. So let's go. But people are saying this is trash, but some people saying it's good. I'm going to check it out for myself. War of the Worlds, which really means Ice Cube is talking about New World stuff. That's what this show is about. Even though y'all know it was something about that before this updated version. Let's go. Keith Sweat party, y'all. Let's go. The Freaky Tales of BET. So, Keith Sweat is from the same era as Aaron Hall. They all family, all from Harlem, all from uptown. Keith Sweat, Aaron Hall, Diddy, keep going. This is why we're going. This is when we're going to really look at the minds of people, y'all. Now you finally get to see how people are stupid. These people lost their mind. You're going to see it's the older crowd, and you're going to see how they are the main ones brainwashed on every single level. What's the main device that wiped out their brain and took their soul? This thing called the cell phone. This thing called applications. It go back to what I said yesterday. It was a time, if they would have had this party, it would have never been filmed. But I'm going to show you how they had a party and they was all filming and they was all happy and they were proud. I don't know what they thought they was going to get from posting it. But then again, I'm also going to show you that Weirdo Nation. Weirdo Freaky Nation. They love this stuff. Let's go. All right. Also, for my people that's smart, you know what that look like. All right. You know what that look like. Because remember, they like all little people. Yes, they do. Let's go. Huh? No. Let's talk about it. But remember, y'all. Remember when I did the whole special and I showed y'all the history of the freak show? And I showed you the freak show consists of little people, big people, tall people. Dwight Howard would be, back in the day, Dwight Howard would have been considered a freak. And I showed you how tiny would have been considered a freak. Also, what they doing, this is considered the freak shit. This is a freak show, y'all. When I told you, and we went into the history of the word freak, and people didn't understand the word freak was actually worse than the word N-I-double-G-G-E-R. Yes, it is. But these people got a lot of curses on them. The word N-I-double-G and the word freak. The word freak is the main word that cursed them because they're still being considered freaks to this day. Under the word freak is the word rape, okay? Because they're so freaky, they'll rape anything. See, they're so freaky that they have no standard, because once you become a freak, it also means you lose common sense. Once you're labeled as a freak, it really means you can't be trusted. With those sex organs. With that touchy. You can't. A freak is not to be trusted around kids in a daycare, in a high school, in a junior high school, in a school period. That's what a freak is. But see, I'm going to show you freak playing out. When the number one crime in this country is sex crimes, sex trafficking, cold word, kidnapping people, making them do porn, all type of shit, using people for sex toys, sexual pleasure. That is the topic of the day. We also going to get into the modern day sex traffic arrest when I told you everything played out in the Diddy trial, because the Diddy trial was a reflection of entertainment by these people, their behavior, what they listen to, what they like, what they into, and what they deal with 24/7. And they will never go a day without seeing nothing freaky or maybe participate in nothing freaky. They won't go a day without it. That is their life more than anything. No matter how much they talk, say a whole lot of shit, no matter what they got, degrees, jobs, income, it doesn't matter. 24/7 of their life will be based on freaky activity because they had no clue that was their new prison. When you take a person and you tell them they're free, but their life is bounded by particular things, everywhere they go, they shall be on lockdown, but it will be from their own behavior. All right? They're in a world of a pyramid of freaks. That is their prison. I'm telling you for a reason. Prism, pyramid, prison, same thing. Now, let me show you some freaks. Let's go. These are the tales, the freaky tales. All right? We're looking at behavior of these people now, y'all. I don't know who the fuck they are. All right, let's look at them. They pull a little person out of a box on Keith Sweat's birthday. You see Keith Sweat on the couch. You see his homeboy. Look at everybody with their cameras. Even though these people are so whack now, they don't understand that when you're having fun, it's no need for the camera. If I'm having fun, it's no need for me to show you. Now, I might show you after, but I might not show you nothing. Because when I have fun, I'm letting you know I have fun. And when I have fun, ain't no cameras. But see, y'all are corny. Y'all like to go out and make it look like you're having fun. Meanwhile, you ain't doing shit but standing around. That's y'all. All right. Plus, nothing to y'all is sacred. It is no such thing as VIP because you're all basic. See, when y'all do the same thing, it means you're basic. So it is no such thing as very important people with y'all because you're all generic. Meaning, if I threw the best birthday bash in the world, I know what y'all gonna do is come pull out y'all camera. And y'all gonna try to make my event about y'all. You're gonna try to use my event to put on your timeline to make you look lit, but it has nothing to do with me and my party. See how basic y'all are? That's what y'all been doing for a long time. When I tell you I don't deal with them people because they corny. Let's go back to the show. Now, you will see the cameras out. Keith Sweat birthday, he not filming nothing, he chilling. But look at everybody else. So I do understand why them celebrities do say no cameras. All right, because another thing people didn't understand, right? They had no clue. Now I went into these studies, we went into all of that. Cameras are used for studies. It's two things they got result of cameras. People get addicted to filming and people get addicted to being on camera. And these are two things they have proven that can interfere with people's mind and cause a split between reality and virtual reality, video. So you're going to see people don't know when to film shit, when to be human, when to indulge in a moment, or when to film the fun of the moment. You see that? I'm showing you. My smart people know exactly what I'm talking about. This shit is some psychological other stuff now, all right? Because it was a program. Now, mind you, I want you to understand, everybody in this room is grown of a certain age. We're going to say 40s, 50s, 30s, stuff like that. Let's go. This is what they into, y'all. Everybody filming. See? Everybody's a diddler. Then I tell you the Diddy, a little bit of Diddy and everybody. I'm not playing with y'all. This is who y'all are now. That's why BET is over. This is why the country done with people. They are the face of perversion now, y'all. That's what it is. I gotta say what it is, y'all. Everything on this channel is my opinion, and opinion is just like shit. Don't really mean nothing. But I'm gonna tell you what it is, in my opinion. Because I've been observing this totally different from y'all. A lot of y'all perspective is entertainment. My perspective has been studying analytics. Yes, let's go. So you will see that Keith Sweat got up. He's embarrassed. Now, it's two things. He could have knew about it. Maybe he didn't. But you see, he don't want no parts of this shit. And you will see them filming Keith Sweat. Mind you, I'm showing you, y'all, the lack of intelligence. I am showing you. These people are their own people. They live in their own world. They live in their own bubble. Hey, you can call them, they be on Color People Time Late. Color People Time Late. That was just not the clubs. They late in life. Johnny Come Lately. No, that's not just to events. They late on everything in life. So when I kept telling you, everybody was celebrating a perverted trial. And I told you this trial was to exploit the sexuality and behavior of these people. That's just like Diddy. They still didn't comprehend that the Diddy trial was about all of them. So you will see the unconscious decisions to have a freaky party and film it exactly at the same time when the diddler is waiting to get his time. It's not over yet. But I want you to see. Y'all not, I hope people getting this. This is the same shit Diddy does. This is who y'all are now, y'all. So let's slow it down. Bro, your birthday. Your birthday, you get a surprise. They pull a little person out of the box. How would you feel about that, bro? Would you really like that? Are you supposed to go hit that after that? That's what he's supposed to do? All I'm just showing y'all the mindset. Everything is mine now. When I get into this light and dark later, everything is about mental now. When I told people smart is the new world now. Smart is a new gangster. Smart is whatever you want to call it. Everything else is getting wiped out. Everything else is already exposed, y'all. Exposed means the light is on it. When I say stuff is exposed, it means that everybody with their high beams on is looking at everybody in the dark, crystal clear. That's what's going on. When we talk about this exposure, nobody's exposing nobody. No, a world, a life, a culture, a behavior of 30 years plus is being exposed because people with their high beams on is just seeing it right clear as day. They don't understand they got the spotlight on them. They didn't get that. It's not just we got X-ray vision now in these skies. We got shit that see through everything, which means nothing dirty, nothing hidden will go unseen no more unless it's something new. Everything old, It's on the front. It's on Spotlight. So this party consists of old people from a certain generation. Freaky generation, y'all. This is the generation that watched the new generation and said, I don't know what's wrong with these kids. That's this generation right here, y'all. This is the generation of the biggest hypocrites because they're the biggest freaks. Now, I'm going to show you something. All of these grown-ups in the room, nobody had the common sense to say, yo, I don't think this is a good idea. We just been through this Diddy stuff, you know. But see, I'm also show you. These people, right? Let me show you how they work. Let me show you how they work. When it's them individually, see, Keith Sweat got up. See, when it's them individually, it's all good. This is what I'm trying to tell you. When Diddy was winning, we all winning. It's all of us. Yeah, we look good. We at the top. But when Diddy goes through shit, or when one of them fall, they don't want nothing to do with them no more. So I'm showing you this too. It's cool to be down with this particular thing when everybody's winning. But when a person starts losing, then they cut you off. They want nothing to do with you. Now, I'm saying that for a reason. Because people looking at it like this. That Diddy shit ain't got nothing to do with me. That's just Diddy. Get it? Now, I'm going to show you. I'm showing you the people. That Diddy stuff, that shit funny. Ain't got nothing to do with us. Meanwhile, you guys are fucking freaks too. You might be worse than Diddy. Now let's do analytics. This is how we're going to watch and see if you might be worse than Diddy. Because we see y'all at a party still being freaky, doing dumb shit, and filming it like it's cool. See, the filming it means y'all think it's cool. But y'all don't know that, dummy. You posting your timeline means you think it's cool. But you don't know that, dummy. So I'm showing you something. Let's slow it down. See? Y'all also didn't get that perverts love camera. And the camera's now affiliated with perverts. Perverts sex traffic people, make them get on camera for other perverts to watch. Huh? Perverts make people put on baby oil so they can sell their ass so other perverts will watch and buy their ass. Huh? Perverts, the camera, and baby oil now go hand in hand for those who don't get it. All right? Because y'all slow. Let me give you a clue. OnlyFans, Instagram. The pervert and the camera goes hand in hand for the person that's selling the sex and for the person that's buying the sex. But the camera created a virtual world of perversion, and they love it. They love it. All right? Let's go. Remember, all day I dream about sex. Remember you heard that in school? Now it's for real. Now it's for real. That's our reality. Let's go. So Keith Sweat, he saw this come out, as you see, in real time. In real time. A little person with a BBL. And look at the man taking them out. See? You know what type of time he on. Didn't think about the person that ordered the person. Think about the person that paid, thought about the idea. See? We looking at mindset now. Then you got the people filming it. Let's go. Now, Keith Sweat on camera. He had to get up out of there. But you see the crowd. You see the older man? You see how everybody's laughing and filming? This is a party, y'all. This is how they party now. This is what they call a party. Everybody stand around and bring your camera. That's why you would never come to none of my parties. Never. Cornballs. Sorry to tell you that. No, y'all party is on y'all timeline. That is y'all fucking life. Sorry to tell you that. Y'all are corny. Y'all are boring. And y'all specialize at going to events that's popping or somebody else's event and go there to make yourself look good. But you're a fake-ass celebrity. That's right. Sorry, y'all. No, y'all, it's only one people living through their phones like that. And it's only one people living a freak life. See that? It's all funny, y'all. See that black man with the gray beard? See all them old men? I told you, it's freaky generation. They're from a certain era. They're from a certain era, and they gave birth to all of this shit. But they the main ones act like, where's all this stuff coming from? When I told you, it is one generation that is the most rebellious. See, if you wasn't raised in the church, if you wasn't raised under religion, you're not the most rebellious. The most rebellious are the ones that were raised in church, raised in religion, and then became the wildest ones. That's why I say they the worst generation, y'all. They the ones that actually knew better. A lot of us, we might ain't know better. A lot of us, we might have learned the hard way. Hey, a lot of us might have got influenced, brainwashed, whatever. But their generation, they were all willing participants of rebellion, y'all. This is why I got to tell you it's important about people born in that certain era. Now, look, see that? Little people twerking. You looking like a little grown-up, but I can look at the mind like, yo, that shit really mean it like all little people. Man, the same, I look at it like this. This is me. Same way he'll do this with that little person, same way he'll do that with somebody else that got to be picked up. Told you, man, y'all exposed, y'all. Y'all are exposed, guys. It shows y'all behavior and who y'all are. That's right. You couldn't just have a birthday party cutting the cake, y'all, singing a song. Nope. This who y'all, just remember that. Okay. I said all y'all gonna get is bad news and freaky news. That's who y'all are now. Let's continue on. All right? Now I'm showing you the crowd. See the old black men laughing, filming. See the black men in the background filming. This what BET is now, y'all. There's no way around it. These things have to be clarified, y'all, because we are in a world of everybody now. So I have to be the one to let people know everybody's not with this, everybody's not about this, and everybody's not the same. I had to be the one, in my opinion, just this for me, to clarify the stereotypes that everybody's not the same. This is why I tell you I had to separate myself and look at these people as a whole different species. I'm not them. I'm not none of this shit. Get it? No, y'all. Life is based on behavior. Certain people will always be who they are. A lot of people do shit, but they don't change. It's one thing when you do shit, but you are who you are. Meaning, hey, you slip up. Hey, you do stuff that's not right. You do stuff and go too far. Meaning, hey, whatever it is. But it's another thing when you never lose touch of reality and you come back to your senses. Look at it like this. Some people can be helped and some people can't. When you've been doing shit for over 30 years, y'all, that's who the fuck you are. It's your DNA. So you see Keith Sweat getting up out of there. You see them filming them? So you also see everybody filming as if it was a joke. But this is the main thing, y'all. Look at the timing of it. Meanwhile, Keith Sweat is affiliated with Diddy. But I told you, it's a judgment on everybody. Under that banner, the judgment is, y'all are all freaks. Y'all are all RAPEs. Y'all are all Geppettos. The other stereotypes, that's the old stuff that y'all murderers, all that other stuff, that's the old stuff. The new stuff on y'all is y'all freaky from y'all grandmothers and grandfathers to y'all kids and grandkids. Y'all all freaky. That's right. And don't forget this too. The number one secrets in most of y'all families is y'all even hump on each other. That's all in this shit. All right? But I also know where it come from. When I told you I went to the studies. See, a group of people was raised on plantations. And when they was raised on plantations, they were also permitted and made to screw each other. This is where the freak first come from. All right? When I tell you it's particular people with this behavior, y'all, they were raised like this on plantation. They were butt broken, bent over. Yes, they were the original sex toys. They were used as sex toys when never felt. And the main thing that is in their DNA, they were used for breeding. So it's not a coincidence they are the most ones that have kids out of wedlock. They were taught to breed. It's in their DNA. When I went into the whole shit, it's some people that came on slave ships, some people didn't. This is why I say it's a difference. It's some people bloodline is totally different. They the ones don't see nothing wrong with this freak shit. They the ones don't comprehend nothing coming out of my mouth. These are the people, y'all, who are raised and have a different DNA. I have to make these things clear in 2025 because you will now witness the difference between light and darkness and the end of ignorance. All right? That's why you're going to see some people getting themselves away from that shit, whether right or wrong. You're looking at people that don't have common sense. What? Yo, I don't think this is a good idea to do this, y'all. And if we do going to do this, don't film it. Yeah, I know that Diddy tried that Cassie shit, man. But I told you, it's an imaginary world. The baby oil never came out. The dildos, the astral glide, none of the freak stuff came out of that, y'all. According to some people, the Diddy trial was about what he did to Cassie, and he didn't do nothing for real. That's the whole play out. But I'm telling you what it is, y'all, because I don't look at myself as this. I'm telling you, this is the judgment. This is y'all judgment. Y'all judgment is on all y'all timelines. That's who y'all are, right? So the key is, y'all keep doing what y'all do. You just stay away from other affairs. That's the narrative. Just stay out of every other affair. Just keep doing what y'all doing. Keep that shit on the internet. Do whatever y'all do. Just understand. Nobody cares about what y'all got going on no more. Now look, see the Diddler filming? Okay. This Diddy filming represents a lifestyle they into now. Filming freaky shit. Let's go. They violated OG. Old Negroes don't play like that. Say, man, I'm out this MF. Y'all on some BS. Now, that is the older people that still have their morals and integrity, all right? That is the ones that never got turned out. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Anna. That's what this is about. No, y'all, we only going to have real conversation what's really going on. Because my perspective is this. I have to show people how it's really looked at through the eyes of others. It ain't about what I co-sign. It ain't about that. I could be down with the BS all day, 24/7. But I still know if I participate in this shit, I'm the one that's the joke. That's how people going to think of me. That's how people going to think of everybody. Because that's what it is now. She looks so uncomfortable. This is a lawsuit in today's game. See, now this people going back into Keith Sweat behavior. Because everybody that's smart knows that back then they was able to get away with whatever they wanted to. And that's what people got to understand. Most of their shit come from the days of groupies. It's just that back then they was able to do what they want and they didn't get in trouble. All right? So you got to remember back then they was able to bring a woman to this party and make her jump off with everybody. Same way, guess what? This same night, that little person might jump off with everybody because it's a freak show. What you thought? There's somebody chance to first get them a little person. And don't forget, most of them are swingers. So they all get a chance to go have fun. See? Married couples be there too. We're going to bring that little person to the room. No, y'all. Tell you how they get down, man. You're all weirdos now. So y'all are entertained by little people hopping out of boxes. I start to think y'all all like little people. That's why I say, I'm going to say it again. You've never heard these people ever in your life open their mouth to speak against sex trafficking. You never heard them talk about sexual abuse. Whether it was man abuse, woman abuse, or trans abuse. They don't talk. Two things they'll never talk about. Abuse, sex abuse. But they will talk about everything else. But they didn't know that's how we all got the code. Sex is who they are, y'all. That's their code of silence. That is their bondage. All right? Reason why I say that, because you're going to see now, they can't stop. So, the diddler does this, this is what they all do. This is a revelation what happened at their party. So when people say a Diddy party, this party, that party, I can look at this party and say, as far as I know, all y'all slept with her. That's how it works. Same way the whole world look at y'all the same. All right? That's it. Freaks. Keith Sweat and the diddler. When I already proved to show y'all, they been going to Atlanta. What else? Everybody out of Atlanta that became a superstar was hand-selected and picked. When y'all didn't get, it's a reason why they hand-picked a man from Georgia that's really not from Georgia and brought him to New York. Def Jam. When I went into the whole thing of Def Jam and Bad Boy, it was a big family. You could say there are two families that were actually one. If you couldn't be on this label, they put you on this label. You couldn't be on it, you get it, you gotta get what I'm saying. Bad Boy was for the R&B, really. Def Jam was for the rap, but they were a family, y'all. So if Diddy wasn't gonna sign you, go to Def Jam. When I told you, Diddy is behind everybody's career. Hopefully a lot of y'all getting it. My day ones know what's up. When I said there's nobody that's a superstar he didn't have his hands on, they had to go through him first. And if he didn't discover them, they still had to holler at him one way or another. They had to kiss the ring, y'all. Now, this is something I didn't know. I didn't know until I put it together. I didn't even know he controlled Ludacris. Started that man's career. Now, look at Ludacris back then. Now that you know that what Diddy into, you know what Jermaine Dupri into. I'm going to just keep telling you, you think about that Astro Gliding Baby oil. And look at Ludacris. Now, Atlanta, do you see why he became a star? Now, you'll see why, in my opinion, he was never Atlanta guy. He was never with that shit. And when the real Atlanta music came out, he had to fade out with the trap and all that. Okay, he was picked, just like T.I. was picked. When him and T.I. had beef, it was fake. Fake, Atlanta. Diddy, Ludacris, controlled by Jay-Z, Diddy the whole time. Because y'all won't accept that Diddy been going to Atlanta since 93, 92. He put the restaurant Justin's, which means he always had people coming to see him. He always been tied in with, I'm pretty sure Tiny and them stayed there. When I been knew a video from back in the day with Biggie in the video, the Brat, Escape, all of them at the same video in Jermaine Dupri mansion. And they been a big-ass family. T.I. been around them longer than you know. They go back to the damn 90s, y'all. But as the youngsters like Ludacris and T.I. got older, then it was time to bring them out. No, this shit was a family with pipelines, picks, and favorites. But they get them when they young. Bow Wow. See, they could have been playing with Ludacris from 16. That's how it works. Same thing I explained to you with Joe Budden. Joe Budden was Russell Simmons' little toy. Since Russell Simmons and them been gone, what Joe Budden's been doing? Nothing. What did Joe Budden ever do? Nothing. But talk. That's why Joe Budden is the hip-hop Wendy Williams from the Def Jam tree. Everybody from the Def Jam tree is zesty. That's how they became superstars. It's that simple, y'all. Sorry to tell you that. So, when we go back in the Freaky Nation, a.k.a. BT, I'm showing you it's all of them. Jermaine Dupri. The East Coast, West Coast beef. Outkast was there. Andre 3000 from Arista Records. Andre 3000. Usher label mate. Jermaine label mate. L.A. Reid is his boss. He says the South got something to say. Why? Because he knew it was about to happen. Yo, after this East Coast, West Coast stuff, yo, we going to Atlanta. After that, we going to the South. It's going to be about y'all after that. Bingo. They was all together, y'all. Same label, same connection, same everything. Everything was fucking orchestrated. Our life was a big-ass movie. And everybody that came out that you love was a star. They were created, handpicked, selected. Then I say that to say, everybody you found on your own, everybody you liked, everybody underground, everybody with talent, somehow they disappeared or wasn't going to make it. See how when Lil Flip blew up out of Texas, somehow he had to go, right? And they stayed to beef with T.I. and all that. Because they didn't like no rappers from, you wasn't going to be from Texas unless you was from Control. Unless you was going to be Control. Who was the number one rapper they controlled from Texas first? Slim Thug. Then they put Bun B in line after Pimp C died. They didn't like Pimp C. They didn't like Lil Flip. They knew about them Texas boys. Them Texas boys were getting that real money back then. They knew that from Jay Prince. You guys in Texas would never be a Jay Prince. I'm telling you, they knew all about this shit, y'all. When I tell you, the New York rappers, the New York celebrities were the agents of the game, and their job was to dismantle any successful black organization. All right? Any black record label, any legitimate black establishment. Their job was to watch it, control it, destroy it, dismantle it. Not playing with you, y'all. You got to think of everybody in the past 30 years that started record labels, started so many different things, and somehow they all got collapsed. No, it was a reason, y'all. When I say control it, make sure nobody ever gets bigger than any of us. When I say stuff like it will never be another Jay-Z, never be another Diddy. Atlanta, you'll never have another Ludacris. You'll never have another T.I. It's control. You'll never have a young star like Bow Wow. Get it? You'll never have a young group like Criss Cross. But I tell you, controlled. This is how they also protect their legacy. Well, say you start a record label, if you put two kids together that can rap, it's set up where they won't never be bigger than Criss Cross. You from St. Louis, you'll never be bigger than Nelly. That's what I mean by they control this shit from beginning to end, to narrative, to everything. Yep. To this day, when they still online, they still trying to control it. That's why I told you, they only came on the internet to control narratives. Keith Sweat, Harlem to ATL. This throwback tells it all. Ludacris, Diddy, Jermaine Dupri. Told you, man. Keith Sweat is not safe, y'all. I'm just showing you, they all together. It's just that some did other shit. Now, how you want to know? You study human behavior. You know Keith Sweat is dumb because he authorized this party, which means he could be with the shit, but he just fronted on camera. Meanwhile, he's from the same era, y'all, which proves it's only two things now, y'all. It's only two things. They're either co-signing it, indulging in it, period, or they're against it. You have proof they're not against it. They indulging in it and they promoting that shit. All right? This is what we mean by that proud of shit. Y'all are proud you at Keith Sweat party filming a little person out of box, but the world look at y'all as shameful and clowns, right? This is why nobody respect you. I'm gonna make it clear for you. This is why y'all were not on no political agenda and you never will be again. This is why, guys, you don't take yourself serious. That's what's going on, y'all, to make it simple and sweet for you. But guess what? Around the world, y'all, when I tell you the separation, the real separation is the real ones don't go into that classification. So I'm going to show you how it goes. I don't find this funny at all. That's what my sister said, all right? I got a lot of family out here, so we think the same. See that? I don't find this funny at all because people with smarts know there's nothing funny about this, assholes. Y'all the only ones doing this in 2025, jackass. 2025. Y'all will be parents and grandparents. But your stupid ass grandparent, forget that. Y'all grandkids be on your timeline. Same way a lot of y'all twerk and shake your ass up. You forgot, dummy. Before you started showing your ass on your timeline, you had your grandmother on your shit first or your uncles on your timeline. You forgot, didn't you? You got so many friends. You forgot about your family, all that. No, y'all guys are weird now. Sorry, I don't fuck with y'all. Not at all. It ain't just Diddy. Anybody with that Diddy behavior, sorry. I told you the Diddy trial was to expose all you freaks. We know who you are now, guys. We don't want nothing to do with you. But let me go back to this control. See that? ATL. New York to ATL. Been going on. So when y'all when I already proved it all, when I went into my real history, I said, yo, it was New York that brought all of that freaky, fruity shit to Atlanta, and Atlanta got the blame. You will clearly see it. I proved everything. This is not just a basic fucking trending channel. I said, yo, Atlanta was always known for big booty, beautiful women. Freak neat. They were known for them beautiful women at them colleges. Always. But I said, yo, something happened. How did it didn't sit right with me? I'm like, yo, because I got tired of hearing it too. But something in me knew it wasn't the truth. Yo, man, Atlanta gay, man. The whole Atlanta's gay, man. Everybody Atlanta gay, man. Atlanta gay, man. You know Atlanta gay. I kept hearing, I'm like, yo, man, this is a narrative that is being pushed, but it wasn't always like that. So I started saying, when did this Atlanta start really happening? I said, well, Diddy and them was going down there since early 90s. Then I started just thinking about all that shit. Then we look at all the Biggie videos. Diddy putting cross dresses in all the Biggie videos. I said, nah, they started that shit. It was them. And then I said, you're going to see when all that rap shit came to Atlanta, Ludacris, T.I., all these fucking rappers from all over the world. I said, nah, they brought that shit with rap. Then I also did more homework and said, yo, the whole trans life started in California, Hollywood. I said, oh, Atlanta is black Hollywood. So whatever's in white Hollywood going to be in black Hollywood. So black Hollywood also need their what? Trans. Because when they say they love women, they love trans women. That's what they love. They love all women, but they love trans women even more. That's their thing, y'all. And then Atlanta, you're going to see how Georgia was clean and straight. It used to be racist, whatever you want to say. But you're going to see somehow Atlanta became a big rainbow. But Atlanta didn't be the big rainbow till after they first said Atlanta has the most what? HIV people. Atlanta was also known for being what? The HIV headquarters. But y'all still didn't put it together. It's all under wrap. Y'all are the freakiest. And what y'all don't get about being proud to be freaky, y'all forgot one thing. Before y'all love being freaky and proud, before all that, they say y'all were the most people with what? HIV. So I keep telling y'all, man, y'all fed into a big 30-year narrative. You forgot they said y'all were the biggest HIV people in the country, y'all. So that's why I kept saying, through the Diddy trial, you never heard nothing about no condoms. You heard about STDs. Diseases in mouse. But you still ain't looking at like all of them got disease and they spread. No. No, y'all not getting it, y'all. Y'all not getting it. Every statistic that was put on you, it is now your reality. It's proof y'all had the most sex without condoms to this day. It is also said that a lot of y'all are so broke you can't even afford $5 condoms no more. All right? It is also said that a lot of y'all let broke people bust up in you anyway. And you know what? You know, it was a reason back in the day when they had Sunday dinner and they said, well, you mess with that guy, let me meet him. Or that's your girl you like, son? Bring her to dinner, let's meet her. It was a reason for all of that, y'all. It was a reason in a way where you were supposed to meet with somebody, get with them. It was a procedure before you had sex. All that. Both ways. Man, like, man, I need my condom. She like, where your condom at? Both ways. Where your condom at? Well, guess you ain't getting none. Then you might, first you had to smell it. It was a process. If the parents don't like you, you ain't messing with him. You ain't coming in the house. It will sneak around. It was a process. But see, y'all were raised on Freaky Nation times 1,000. Speed dating. Meeting weirdos online. Meeting weirdos online and having raw sex. Meeting weirdo, your relationship starts from online and you have kids and free STDs. That's y'all, guys. What if it was, I just talked to y'all about people getting turned out on social media apps. I didn't ever talk about y'all getting turned out on them dating apps. No, God, your whole life is your fucking phone now. But you didn't know that y'all phone was y'all destruction and y'all prison and y'all expose y'all. Because you know why y'all exposed? Y'all showed the whole world y'all life. Y'all showed the whole world y'all behavior. Because somehow y'all still didn't understand technology and the purpose of that eye. You didn't get it, guys. You didn't get it. You didn't get it. The only people looking at y'all was people that never got to see y'all life. You didn't get that. BET is actually, when I'm from a whole nother race and I watch our timeline all day and I get the most laughs, hard-ons, I get everything off of y'all, and it's all for free. That's who y'all are, guys. All right? I got to give you the clarity. I don't find this funny at all. See? Told you, man. And what I'm trying to tell you what's been happening. That's why I had to draw the line. All of the good people have been getting blamed for the bad people. All of the good people have been suffering. And guess what else, good people? Guess what else was a trick? That's why it was a trick, good people, for you to always claim everybody. We all together. See? Because when I told you, you're raised with a crab in a barrel mentality. See, you do good, but you always got all the people around you that do you no good. And then you do what? Accept it. That is the life we live. But see, now Keith Sweat is an example of, okay, the crowd think it's cool, I'm out. Because that's how it's supposed to be. If he was sincere. No, y'all different. I don't rock with you. No, I'm not with none of that. See, no. See what I'm trying to tell you? I'm giving you the illustration of how a lot of people in life didn't do that. They stayed with the crowd, y'all. That's why the monkey see, monkey do shit always been about these people. For one, they call them monkeys, but the study is monkeys actually do what the fuck they see. And monkeys also copy, emulate. This is why y'all had the slogan on y'all, monkey see, monkey do, because y'all all do the same shit. Y'all get inspired by your own to do the same shit. Not nothing different. Monkey see, monkey do. Meaning, nobody gonna say, yo, man, this shit ain't cool, man. Put y'all shit, nah, man, don't film this shit. No, monkeys don't use their brain. That's what all this mean, y'all. Meanwhile, we don't know. Keith Sweat could have been mad. He could have actually thought it was something in there. Because guess what? Let's say if they thought it was a joke, but they wound up putting Keith Sweat career in jeopardy over this. Huh? What if they start, people don't look. What if people start, I'm telling you, the internet different. What if people start going to homework saying, yo, who really was that for real? Yo, who is that? Where they get her from? Yo, what's up with her? And that's how the shit work. Next thing you know, that's how easy shit can go. Keith Sweat be caught up in some shit that he got nothing to do with. No, y'all. It's disgraceful. All right, to make it clear for y'all. Why you think Keith Sweat got up, y'all? He knew it was disgraceful. He knew that shit. That's why he got up, man. Now, mind you, this is happening the same exact week of BET. Over. Now, you see what I told you? Think about if they had a BET event, everybody in the crowd. It's not the same, y'all, because this is who they are now. You will have a crowd of freak celebrities. Half of them will have charges. Get it? Allegations. Nope. And they're all willing participants under Diddy. All of them. All willing participants. Ain't nothing you gonna do about it. All right. So don't forget my slogan. Who's next? And if we can put bets on this, y'all, I want to put up a nice percentage of Jermaine Dupri will get his day. It's coming all around him. If Jermaine Dupri get out of this, I don't know how, because his boss is in trouble. His goddamn cousin in trouble. Because you might well say Diddy and Jermaine Dupri cousins. We're going to see what happened to Jermaine. But I don't think they're going to put Jermaine in prison, man, because you know he ain't going to make it. Let's go. Keith Sweat. 50 Cent and Keith Sweat exchange and engaged in fiery exchange. A couple months ago, about a year ago, they beefed because Keith Sweat got the key to the city in New York. And he got upset that 50 didn't come. So he told 50, I ain't coming to your event. So they all together. On Friday, see, the reason why you got to understand they all together, and they was all together, is just that, remember, 50 Cent fell out with Diddy. And for those who don't get it, 50 Cent was the clue, because he told us that Diddy tried to rub him down with Baby oil. The code word is Diddy tried to take him shopping. So when you saw Diddy buy Nori a brand new car, that's how you know about Nori. Diddy only shows you love when he got love for you. So it's a lot of things that happen. Hey, when Mace signed a G Unit, that might have been a jealous thing. Diddy was jealous, and they fell out over that. And plus, Diddy fell out 2 times. You signed Mace, and you ain't let me take you shopping? Cold word, put that baby all on you? All right then. Diddy was smart. He'd take you shopping. He gonna have the baby all, and the Astroglide, and the dildo. He gonna have the security carry that. And then Diddy also gonna have that pistol on him. So after he take you shopping, you gonna get down. Because he got the gun too. Don't forget that. He keep the pistol. So the trick is take you shopping. But 50 knew better. Y'all just want to keep blowing the shit. That's when I knew the diddler was nothing to fuck with. I knew that if the diddler tried to take 50 Cent shopping, a man that is a certified boxer, meaning it's a fact that 50 could box. It's a fact he could fight. All right? Just that part alone. You know, at that time, 50 was in the gym. When he told me that Diddy tried him, I know what time it is. I knew the diddler don't spare nobody. So I don't care what y'all talking about. Y'all play make-believe. Y'all try to act like the house of 1,000 bottles of baby oil was a joke. I know exactly what that shit mean. Me and my other cousin. He know what the fuck it mean, but you don't. No. When 50 Cent told me, I knew Diddy was a bold man. Because that let me know he gonna press he pressed 50 Cent, anybody gonna get it. So now, this is what I did in my mind. I thought about 50 Cent saying no, and then I look at Ludacris and I say, he said yes. Look at Ludacris. Is he gonna fight Diddy off? Is he gonna say no? Nope. What else I said? Everybody that's from New York, the main people he got, because that ones ain't gonna say no. Anybody caught up in his starstruck, got him. What's the difference in New York for the most part? Well, I don't know how New Yorkers are now, but at one point, New Yorkers ain't doing whatever for no goddamn celebrity. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? Especially, like I said, where we raised, we don't care about none of that. We don't want your autograph. I always been like that. See you, I want no fucking picture. What's up? All right? I always knew this. Okay, if I come across their path in life, as I have, it's just an experience for me. And I never been a meat rider, never been into all of that. Plus, I looked at them as competition. Plus, I knew that when they on their free time, they ain't with none of that shit. They just trying to do them. So, that's the era I'm from, or seeing celebrities in real life, understand that's an experience to this day. Your era is put it on camera, film it, drop it on Instagram. But really what y'all be doing is ruining the moment. You're ruining the moment. I'm saying all that for a reason, y'all. Everybody is with the same shit. Either you was his brother or not. If you wasn't his brother, you wasn't getting spared. Now, he also had brothers he touched on. That's ludicrous. Happy G-Day to my big brother, Diddy. Epic times last night. So when I told you, I even put together, I didn't know he controlled, I didn't know about this. I didn't know he had his hands in Ludacris' career. But when I went into the history of Diddy, Russell Simmons, Bad Boy, and Def Jam, and how they would ping pong artists and rappers together, meaning, okay, you go from here to there or whatever, I put it together. You're going to see Diddy's arm is around Ludacris. I know what that means. And y'all, this is before Ludacris became the rapper. You remember this before. It's like right before that. All right. Mind you, another thing people got to remember, after that Biggie and Pac stuff, the industry feared Diddy because they actually believed it, and I think the industry let Diddy run with that rumor that he had something to do with Tupac, because that whole Tupac thing is what built Diddy fear up, y'all. That's what y'all don't get. People laugh and joke, but y'all forget the fear that man put in people's chests, especially in that industry. Another thing fans don't understand is when you sign that deal, they got your social, they got all your shit, and there's nothing you're going to do about it. They always know where you at. That's why they always had to be scared, y'all, of a lot of stuff. Meaning, if Diddy was to press certain people, they was not going to say no, no matter what it was. That was in the Diddy trial. If he told you to take this gun and pistol whip somebody, you got to do it. It don't matter what he said. If he said, go make me some fucking eggs, that's what's going to happen. All right? So you got to understand that. People don't get that because he's a magician. Let's go. So Ludacris was always the favorite. See that? It was certain people always going to win, y'all, because they was a family. And it was all of them. See, that's why y'all don't get the whole Young Money thing. Young Money was the only network to sustain the South. If it wasn't for Young Money, they would have been took over the whole South. Meaning, had they way with it, flipped it, bounced it, they did a whole lot of shit. If it wasn't for Young Money and Rap-A-Lot, they was always a problem for them. And one thing they knew is when they get to a certain part of that South, they don't run that shit like that once you in that deep, deep South. That's why you're going to see. This is the jokes. This is the thing when Pimp C talking about, Atlanta, y'all East Coast, man. Because what he really telling you, 95, come down 95, switch over 85, you right there. Y'all close to the East Coast, anything. But see, Pimp C was really telling you, when you come down that I-20 and you on that I-10 and you come to that down, that deep South, it's different. It's different. You ain't going to run shit. It's harder for you to get away. And they got a whole lot more big guns and they legal to shoot and carry them. It's different. Different from Atlanta. That was Pimp. I know exactly what Pimp C was talking about. What did Pimp C talk about? Def Jam. He spoke about Def Jam and Bad Boy. Pimp C said Mace and Trucks playing with Def. They were telling us back then in Atlanta, the boy down there in Atlanta, and Russell Simmons did. They all gave us the clues, y'all. Pimp C was really telling us that these guys been trying to take over the South ever since Big Pimpin'. To prove it, when I went into it was a chess move when they got Beyonce. Them getting Beyonce was more of a power move than y'all thought. No, that was to take an influence of the South. We might can't control no rapper man from the South, but we can get this R&B chick that's already established, and we can use her. That's what they did, y'all. I'll tell you, they were playing chess the whole time. So I prove to you, they went down South and they took Beyonce from the South, and then the South, Lil Wayne and Baby got Nicki from the North to counter their move. I've been through this game they've been playing, this chess shit. How was the South able to sustain? We got one of y'all best New York rappers right now. That's right. That's how they did it. And you'll see Nicki carried them over. All of these things were political beefs, music beefs. It was always for them about the billions and the millions and the fans. The fans, you the guys that generate the billions, guys. Fans, you are the pawns. You are the ones that make us all billionaires. Carry on, fans. That's what it's always been about. A real live wrestling show. So I'm going back into this to show you that they're all one family. Keith Sweat. When I said it's all of them, but they can duck and dodge all they want. Now, let me bring you up to date with Ludacris. To prove to you Ludacris is broken finish, Ludacris, now as we speak, is doing car shield commercials and doing commercials for the general, shit like that. Yes, Ludacris is doing car commercials. What else I get to prove to you? Well, I proved that Diddy was behind Terrence Howard. Now you got to prove he's behind Ludacris. Did you think of that movie Crash with Ludacris and Terrence Howard in the movie? Y'all also didn't get that Diddy was getting percentages off of these guys, man. I also think, I don't care what nobody say, I think a lot of Diddy's abuse in part, I think part of his RICO stuff, I think personally, y'all, I don't care what nobody say. I think he was extorting men artists through blackmail, baby y'all, knocking their ass out, put them on camera, getting models to drill them. I think he was doing a lot of shit for points, percentages. See, I told you I laugh and joke about a lot, but I do believe when it came time for these fools to try to get their billions, I think they started doing any and everything. And I know that Diddy was in a position where a lot of rappers he could extort and they couldn't say nothing. If he said, God damn it, Ludacris, I want 100,000 every month from you. I want Kanye, I want 300 a month. I want, he could go to every, and what the fuck they gonna say? I think that's some of the shit he was doing, y'all. But since that Rico stuff got thrown out, all that disappeared. But I believe he was extorting. I don't care what nobody say. Because if he was to extort them, there's nothing they could say anyway, y'all. That's what I believe, y'all. That's what I believe. I believe every last one of them extortion. And I believe that it was times where Jay-Z was trying to get away from him. Get it? And this is why I say, if anybody wanted Diddy to get that time fast, was Jay-Z. And I kept telling y'all that he's the main one that cannot live until Diddy's finished, because Diddy's responsible for all of their careers. When I'm going to say it again, you go back to the East Coast, West Coast beef, when it was over, he the last man standing. None of them even existed. But they all would one day look up to Diddy, his influence, and they will get in line and be his soldiers. This is what I showed you yesterday when fatjoe said that Diddy is the king and we need to protect him. Told you they all his soldiers, y'all. When you get the whole picture of what this shit is about, you'll get it clear. Now let's move on, because I'm wrapping it all up to show you that they this big tangled web. As long as the dealer is in jail, you're going to keep watching them fade away. You're going to take themselves out. You're going to destroy each other. You're going to destroy themselves. And the main thing you're going to see, what's going to happen is they're not going to get a lot of shows. They're not getting no more money. You're looking at the last days of Keith Sweat. That's why Aaron Hall had to run with his 400,000. That's all he had left. She looks so uncomfortable. This is a lawsuit in today's game. Keith Sweat back in the day. All right, y'all, let's speed it up now. Let's speed it up. Also, y'all, I think when Diddy brought out Carl Thomas, he had brought out Carl Thomas to replace Keith Sweat. Now, is it true about, I heard something about Keith Sweat and Diddy got something in common with some female. I don't know how true it is. I don't know if Diddy took one of his females. I don't know, but I don't know. But I think they might have fell out from back in the day. But I think Carl Thomas was really to take Keith Sweat lane back then. Yeah. Nobody know what Carl Thomas at. All right, y'all, let's get into the main part. First, everything is my opinion. Doing my homework. When I tell you these old heads of the industry don't get it through their head, first of all, Shannon Sharpe, all you guys are late to the internet for one. You're all late. You all came on the internet in the past couple years. So y'all don't get that. All this shit y'all play for TV, it doesn't work online. Y'all all already finished. There's nothing y'all gonna do about it. But y'all are built on ego and public opinion because y'all feel like public opinion on y'all is important because it's equal to y'all black dollars. But today, y'all, we're gonna look at it real serious, real quick. My opinion, y'all. I assume that Shannon and Ocho Cinco put together that last bogus-ass lawsuit to deflect off Shannon Sharpe making a payout, to deflect that Shannon Sharpe is broke, going broke, because mighty funny, a story comes out of him being sued for another $20 million, and then they made it like him and Ocho took care of it real quick. First of all, we never heard of a case getting taken care of that quick, and we know they on Nightcat and they need viewership. Then magically, a lawsuit of a woman comes out from an Usher concert when Usher and the woman were willingly together on stage. Usher puts cherries in her mouth and it looked like she's sucking on red balls. I laughed and joked about it. I told you, as far as that woman knew, Usher had some of that good herpes on his fingers and put it on those cherries because that's how nasty y'all are. So that lady talking about them, I don't care about her neither, because all I know is Usher rubbed his hand on his Johnson in the bathroom first. Usher took a leak before the show, and then he picked up the cherries and put them in her mouth. But I know that these people are nasty. So I already ragged that lady. So I don't care about her. Now, the second thing is, all of a sudden, a lawsuit comes out. This woman is going to sue Shannon because of what he said about her licking cherry balls at Usher show. And that creates this lawsuit. I'm going to tell you again, y'all, your whole life is a lie. Kept telling you, if you watching them, you the joke. Now, let's go, y'all. When I tell you, this nigga will not stop lying to black people. He will not stop. Now, for those who don't get it, I'm going to show and prove to you we are in the world of real news. Fake news will not last. A lot of y'all on your last leg, any Negro that move like Shannon. Y'all have destroyed black media. It is no such thing as media with y'all because y'all don't give information. Your information is biased, which means it's not information. It's your opinion. Also, on top of that, you're going to keep saying the same old shit, and you guys are like a fucking broken record. On that note, let's go. Let me show you the bogus news when you got media companies. Shannon Sharpe, Chad Ochocinco, settle $20 million defamation suit. What does settle mean, y'all? If I mean, in my opinion, if I'm wrong, correct me. Settled means they took care of that. Now, the problem is, I don't know what media company that is. But for those who's new, we be getting new people. This is why years ago, I started to show y'all the difference of real news and low-level news. I don't want to call it what it really is. To show you, y'all public opinion and perception of life is all messed up because you get news from bogus places, which means you get a lot of false information. You stand on it, you argue over it, you talk about it, you spread it, but this is part of you living in a fake-ass world, a false reality. Let me make it clear for you. Black entertainment is a false reality where you will only get one perspective of viewership, opinion, and it will have you limited in the world spectrum. This is why I say the joke will always be on you. Why? You only get your news from one place. That one place is all in on the same shit of, let's keep lying. Now let's go. Shannon Sharpe, Chad Ochocinco settles $20 million defamation suit. Now let me show you how the fake news spread, because they know the chitlin circuit. Yeah, we just call it the chitlin circuit now. They know if we put this news out, every thirsty blogger, every lying Negro that need a penny, they're going to report it. They're going to report it, and they're going to do work on it, and they're going to spread it. See? But the only thing is, it's only going to spread in the black department. That's the only thing. I'm about to prove it to you. Front office sports. What happened to ESPN, y'all? What happened to ESPN? What happened to Fox Sports 1? What happened to CBS Sports? Front office sports. Never heard of this shit. Shannon Sharpe, Chad Ochocinco settled $20 million defamation lawsuit. Let's go. I'm going to speed it up for y'all. See that? First of all, you got to understand something. Ochocinco was done ever since he almost broke Evelyn Lozada's head. He almost broke her shit with a headbutt. So the truth is, a lot of women been done with him. Plus, number two, Nightcap is not based on no woman watching that shit. It's about these men at night talking about a lot of shit, lying their ass off. Now, I used to listen to the show for football. Chad Ochocinco told me he don't go out like that. He been told me he don't go out like that. He told me he be in the house by 9 o'clock, which means he knew ever since he did that shit to Evelyn, nobody cared about what the fuck he got to say. He know he been out the way. He knows this. Same thing with Shannon. Shannon told me on his platform he don't even take vacations. He don't do shit. He just work. So I understood that these two guys coming together was for their own purpose. But I also started to notice that they talk about a lot of shit they have no business talking about. And I also noticed something about both of their shows, about this show over a year ago. Ever since Diddy got in trouble, y'all, I've been sizing everybody up with their sexual behavior. I kept hearing them talk about sexual shit. I kept hearing Shannon talking about how he stroked woman and all this shit. I kept hearing him talk about penis, all this other shit. I said, yo, man, they keep talking about all this sex shit. They keep talking about everything up in the sports. I said, yo, they're going to wind up getting in trouble. Because Ocho keep forgetting what he did. He keep forgetting about that Evelyn Lozada shit. And they all not respecting what happened with this Diddy shit. I said, they keep talking about sexual shit. Fast forward, next to you know, boom, Shannon in trouble. Now, let me show you how these people lie. Shannon Sharpe. Let's look at it again, y'all, because I'm going to speed this shit up. First of all, Shannon Sharpe net worth as settlement erodes his wealth. The street news. Now, y'all know the word is he going broke because he made a big-ass payout. According to what he had was $30 million, allegedly. Allegedly paid out over 20. God damn it, taxes, other shit coming up. He take care of a lot of people. $7 million a lot by yourself, family. But if you got a family, let's break it down in normal terms. $70,000 a year salary is good by yourself. But when you got 5 kids and you got a spouse, $70,000 is not the same. That's for people that didn't graduate or get a GED. All right? When you by yourself is one thing. $7 million might be a lot by yourself. But when you got people you've been dependent on paying off mortgages, you get it? It's different. So this is why the word on Shannon going broke is in effect. It's not just that, y'all. He has no more employment. He has no more employment. He's never going to get a check for millions of dollars. What else people don't get? The whole key to this BET shit is what? None of them will ever get checks cut for millions of dollars. That's why Ludacris doing Car Shield, Ice-T doing Car Shield, Vivica Fox doing Car Shield commercials. They will never get multi-million-dollar checks cut. That's what you got to understand. That is the main thing to BET being over. When I said, only thing left of all of this is their fans. So I'm going to tell you the truth now, fans. The only thing we're watching now, fans, is you watching your favorite celebrities on your social media timeline. That is the new black entertainment. That is all they have left. The truth is, y'all, they are not even entertainers no more. They're not even respected no more. They don't even exist because none of them will ever get a big blockbuster deal. The only thing they will get is the low-level shit they create and the people who watch. I also told you this. If the celebrities do not post on their social media timelines, you will have no fucking topics, period. You will have nothing to talk about. Because the truth is, even this comes off what? Instagram timeline. Without them posting on timeline, there is no news. So what am I proving to you? It really is no black entertainment because their entertainment is only online now. Get it? It's not on CBS. It's not on Paramount. It's not on Warner. It's not on VH. No, the real entertainment of y'all is on social media. Let me prove it to you. This is why they started taking social media people, putting them on TV. Cardi B, y'all forget that. They've been playing this game. We're going to take social media figures and put them on TV because they're not real celebrities. Now the reverse it is, all you guys have left is online celebrities. That's the whole BT. The whole black entertainment now is only online celebrities. Shannon Sharpe, Nelly and Ashanti. Are you getting it? Remy Ma Papoose. They're only online celebrities. That is the new world for y'all now. That is your fucking BT. I had to slow it down because I'm going to show you ever since the diddler went down, the whole shit is dead and never coming back. That's for the slow people, y'all, because I have to speed it up. Now, let's go. This is why they have to lie, y'all. That's all they got left. So, as you see, let's look at different news. And I'm showing you to this. I'm showing y'all this. So for the rest of your years you have left, however old you are, you will not keep being a dummy believing fake ass shit you read. You kept talking about fucking white man books in school, but you read a whole lot of fake ass black media to this day. Fake shit. Now look, front office sports. We read that. Shannon Sharpe cited made up shit. Let's go to the other story. Shannon Sharpe, Chad Ochocinco settled $20 million defamation. Who the fuck is that? I don't even know who they are. Woman from Usher Cherry Video speaks out on $20 million lawsuit. Now, first thing first, let me show you. Those are not reputable media outlets. Now, those media outlets are good to look at, but you have to fact check them. Whatever I put on the screen, always fact check, so you fact check it yourself. When you argue with me, you just argue over my opinion, but that's just like us arguing over which color shit is which. My shit brown, your shit green. You want to argue? That's opinions. Facts is the shit on the screen that your dumb ass too slow to go look up because you don't comprehend, peanut brain. I'm talking to the idiots that be talking their shit. Trust me, I read comments. Let's go. Now look, see the root? I'm showing you fucking janky news because I'm going to show you what the real news said. Fox. Federal court dismisses 20 million defamation case against Shannon Sharpe. Dismissed it. Now I'm going to break it down. Shannon is promoting it as this. They settled it. They're trying to make it like they paid the money and settled the shit with their money. Using this for promotion for Nightcap. So I'm showing you. This is controlled media. This is what they all do. It's certain networks that you pay and they drop it off to other networks, or they be the same network. These are all fake companies. These are manufactured companies for the purpose of dropping manufactured news, y'all. So I'm going to show you. Now, I'm not the smartest person. Somebody break this down to me. Is there a difference in the case? If we say the case got dismissed or we say the case got settled? Is that a difference, y'all? A case being settled? Get it? A case being dismissed? Holla at me. Okay, then. So I told you I did my homework. So I'm like, yo, why am I seeing? Because the first thing I see was they settled it. I'm like, hold on. I never seen nobody settle a case that quick. Then I know what they're doing because I already know. I saw the story the other day when I had time to research. I said, yo, they trying to promote, they made a payout to this black woman so fast, like they just set her straight. But then I also said the other day, like this story don't make no sense. For one, there's some old shit. Usher concert was last year. For two, it don't make sense of defamation. Now, this is the real news. But why did it get dismissed? Because it was bogus. That's like me saying, yo, go put some shit on me right now, right? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you $5,000. Go down there to the courts and say I pushed you real hard and say you want a lawsuit. Get it? Bingo. Some made up shit, y'all. They put the lawsuit on themselves. Common sense. If the shit made up, of course it's going to get dismissed. It's made up. Get it? Bingo. But they try to play it off like they paid it off. No, this is Shannon trying to deflect from his real lawsuits. It's a lot of things. Shannon Sharpe know the black community been laughing at him because his money down. For two, this is way of trying to make it look like they made a payout. For three, this their way of trying to be a trending topic. Remember, in their world, good news, bad news, all the same. So they're trying to make it like they made a payout. Meanwhile, this shit all manufactured. See, I'm showing you the difference, family. It's very fucking important. All this shit, bogus. Then I click on real shit. No, the truth is that shit got dismissed because it was fucking bogus. This is the real shit on Shannon. Once again, he don't want y'all to fucking know. More bad news. This the real shit coming out of him, his ex. This with her was to deflect from this. That's why in this story, $20 million payout to her, but that's bullshit. The $20 million payout came to her. Media games. $20 million went to her, not her. This is how they control the algorithm. So when years go by, it'll look like he paid out this black woman $20 million and not this white woman. I know about algorithm. I know how they play this shit. They know 10, 20 years from now, when people put in Shannon Sharpe lawsuit, this gonna come up. But if I put a lot of fake news, hopefully one day this will come up. No, I'm gonna be honest. I was just being respectful the other day. But I also gave y'all clues. I said, for one, y'all, this case ain't even sexual. How the hell is she gonna sue for $20 million? This shit ain't even no sexual shit. This shit about what somebody said on the internet. I said it the other day. I said, yo, no, y'all, this shit was manufactured, y'all. Now let's prove it. So you mean to tell me, just so happened, Usher picked this woman out of nowhere to come on stage and lick cherries? Usher made it look like she was sucking on her baby balls. Yup. And we clown Usher for being freaky. Because we know Usher is done too. Now, this is what I want y'all to see. Somehow it's all together. Where's she from? No. Where the lawsuit got put in at? Chicago. Where was the Usher case? The Usher concert was allegedly in London. See that? Chicago. Which means I think he told her to put in that bogus ass shit. And then you'll see when she was, look at this bogus, look at this shit. I'm showing you the bogus media. The Roots. Woman from Usher Cherry video speaks out on $20 million lawsuit. So I'm going to ask you a question. This is how this shit work. If Shannon Sharpe is a big name, the whole world covered his real story. Why the whole world didn't cover this story? Why don't say Fox, Sports, ESPN, all this other shit? Because it's bogus. Now, it is the truth in the black world because they believe whatever they see. Mind you, everybody knows this. I'm also showing you the game they all played for over a decade online. The reason why y'all live in a fake world, because you were purposely told a lot of lies that were fake, and you believed it. That made you fake, and then made you a liar, and made you a willing participant in all the bullshit. All right? This is the real reason why Shannon Sharpe, I assume, manufactured that fake-ass payout, because he know this payout right here didn't go away. All right? So if you want to pay attention to Shannon Sharpe next payout, you go pay attention to this case right here. He's trying to sustain as much as they can. So they also try to make it look like the payout to this black woman made them look like heroes because they paid her $20 million, $10 million apiece. No, this is called We Still Need Negroes to Watch. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't care what nobody feel about it. I don't care what nobody think about it. I'm from the street, and I know one thing. You don't never trust no Negroes look like them, especially if they hang together. And I don't care what you said. It's a reason why I'm still here. It's a reason why. And I'm going to tell you why. Don't you ever trust no niggas look like that, especially at night. And it's a reason why they call nightcap, because they dark as night, and they lie their ass off at night. That's why. All right? Lie their ass off. Get it? I don't care what you think. Don't talk to me about that black talk. You talk to Shannon about that black talk. Don't talk to me about it. All right? Care what you talking about. Nope. Yo stupid ass trust people like that. Meanwhile, these are people like this I know from real life. They will lie to you with straight face. They will lie to you to the end. They will lie to you when they get caught. That's who they are, bro. I'm sorry. Because this shit is meant to. People like Shannon was raised to not like who he is, to hate who he is. These are the main people that lie. Because they first lie to themselves. Then they go through life telling lies to the day they die. That's right. And guess what else? They lie on other people. They don't like a lot of people. It's a reason for this shit, y'all. No, I'm going to show you what it is. These are the only above facts about Shannon Sharpe, nothing else. Now I'm going to prove everything I said. Let's go. Miss Tillman, Emmett Till fucking little cousin, is back in the news. But this time is not because of another viral moment with Usher, but rather her shocking lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe. Let's get into it. Now look, is this really a lawsuit, y'all? Was this ever really a lawsuit? She's the one that got on stage with her ugly ass. She's the one that had cherry balls in her mouth. But she allegedly was going to sue them months later after the jokes already came out. Months later, not only sued them, she was suing them for $20 million over that, y'all. We saw Tasha K slay Cardi B. Allegedly, that was bogus. But even she didn't have to pay Cardi B $20 million, and she told horrific lies on Cardi. She told Cardi is scorching, torching, and some horrific shit. Even Tasha K didn't get sued for $20 million. How did this woman try to sue Shannon for $20 million when only thing happened was what everybody else did was joke on her on stage? No, this shit called manufactured. Manufactured. Offered her a bag, and I think she put out bogus charges. That's what I think. Y'all don't care what nobody's saying. People make fake-ass police reports every day. No, but this woman right here is the real shit. So, like I said, Shannon knew that black people was already cooking him for many reasons. For his major payout. He knew he was getting cooked for his payout. He knew he was getting cooked for almost being broke. But Shannon knows. He know a lot of black people didn't catch on yet. to the other lawsuit he been able to cover up. Because everybody was focusing on this case for content, but they had no clue. This woman is the proof, which made him pay out faster, because this woman was his girlfriend. All right? The other woman he said allegedly he'll choke her, this woman he threatened to take her ass out. This the lawsuit Shannon really scared of, y'all. It's this one, and she ain't stopping. Now, once again, Shannon putting out hero news on himself and Ocho, trying to make it look like that shit ain't nothing. We paid that out. Shannon Sharpe, Chad, Ocho Cinco, settled $20 million. See? Writing it out as a payout. Meanwhile, that shit was what? Dismissed. Federal courts, man, get this shit out of here. Shannon, you're exposed. Now let me pull you out a final part so you will get it clear for yourself. Every other news article coming out, you will know. See what I put in the system? As of now, Google's my friend and AI is my friend. I know how to use AI, like I said. When I say AI ain't nothing bad, no, AI is the number one fact checker. AI is number one verification. It's going to pull up every goddamn thing in the system on your ass. Now look, AI overview. I put in Shannon Sharpe payout to see if they made a payout. Because if they made a payout, it'll be right here. If he settled it, settling the case means payout, right? All right. Shannon Sharpe has settled the lawsuit accusing him of sexual assault, leading to his departure from ESPN. According to The Guardian and ESPN, the lawsuit filed under the name Jane Doe sought $50 million. The terms of the judgment are confidential, but the lawsuit has been dismissed with prejudice, meaning it cannot be refiled, because that's the one he made a payout for. All right? Now, see that? Shannon Sharpe payout, which means if he just made a payout in this case, it would have popped up. Are you getting it? When it says he settled the case. No such thing as settling the case if the case never was real anyway. Get it? So let's go. Now, right here I put in Shannon Sharpe payout. You don't see no news of payout. When I said what? So I know how to fact check. So I said, okay, let me see what real media is covering this shit. Why ESPN not covering it? The news of the settlement is Front Office Sports, bogus. The other shit so bogus, I can't even see the fucking name. What is that? ONX3? Okay, The Roots. Another one called The Roots, bogus. All right? This media portrays them as heroes and portraying her as a hero when she probably a fucking actor too. Why you? So the question is, why did Usher call her on stage anyway? Bingo. Now let's look. Now look when I put in something else. Or actually, this is the same thing when I put in to confirm Shannon Sharpe payouts. I said, let me see if they made a new payout. Because it's portrayed like him and Ocho made a payout. So I said, let me do homework. Let's look right here. See right here? Based on recent records in August 2025, this month, former NFL star and media personality Shannon Sharpe has been involved in multiple lawsuits. But see, this is the other one right here too, y'all. This is the other one cooking up on his ass. Now look, let's just say multiple. Okay. Now, we talking about payouts. See right here? Sexual assault. It was filed in April. She filed in April. We looked at that the other day. I know for a fact she filed in April. We just spoke about it. Now, right here. See that? No, mind you, I didn't put sexual lawsuits. I put lawsuits. Right here. No lawsuit of no payout to this woman at all. So you're going to see Shannon Sharpe, Chad Ocho Cinco settled $20 million. Right here, no settling nothing. Because it was never a lawsuit, y'all. You got your proof now. You never heard, you heard of fake news. You might not know what it was, but here's your proof now. Fake news. Y'all didn't get that. The internet made it where you could put out news yourself, because it's tied in where the last 15 years, it was a secret code of permission where it was okay to lie on the internet because they knew it was only one people that would believe all the lies. They knew that they was going to lie to these people for over 10 years plus, and every lie told to them will become reality. They will believe every source. They'll believe everything they see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and this will make them brand new idiots in the new world. The new world will be smarter. They will be dumb. So what I'm trying to tell you is, y'all, they've been doing this shit so long. Shannon Sharpe that didn't know that people like me were smart enough to fact check shit. And I don't fucking get news from no social media platform or no janky ass blogger. Therefore, this was part of something I had to do as responsibility. When I understood I could not be on this platform telling y'all fucking lies. Telling y'all lies by mistake. Or always got to backtrack. See, in the beginning, that shit happened to me when I first started. I was getting Negro news. And I started peeping, yo, you're going to expose yourself as a fraud because you're covering shit that ain't even real. You're going to have to backtrack. You're setting yourself up for failure, of critique, and nothingness. So you need to start fact checking and make it where the people can see the facts for themselves because they'll know. See, this is what I want y'all to understand. The facts go on the screen, so you see the facts for yourself. My opinion is my opinion. Now, why I say that? Once again, the concept of For No Fame is I'm not trying to be a celebrity. So I don't want you to think that every news story comes from me. Meaning, y'all. Yo, man, the truth is Shannon made that shit up. Yup. He didn't know. I got word on, man, that shit ain't even true. I got word on that shit. You know, I got people on the inside. They told me. People on the inside told me, man, Shannon making up this shit. That's what the people do want to be celebrities. Me, I don't want the credit. I just put the proof up. Look up for yourself. Look it up for yourself. Meaning I'm telling you this something for a reason, y'all. Everybody wanted to be the one to tell you something, but a lot of people were telling you misinformation and lies. Misinformation is truth mixed with lies, a little bit of lies in the truth, or lies with a little bit of truth in it. That's what that is y'all fucking world, all right? Misinformation. It was on purpose, y'all. To the polls, everything. Your whole life was based on lies. All right? So when this new internet takeover happened, this is why fake news is banned and outlawed, y'all. Everything has to be proven. When I say certain shit gonna disappear, the reason why black media is over, y'all, they monetized and made a lot of money off fake fucking news. When they can make up fake news and then monetize their platform at night, and talk about the fake shit they created. Jay-Z laptop stolen. Beyonce lap, whatever. Jay-Z chain. I can make the fake story, then put the fake story out on my platforms that are monetized, and then cash out off the fake story I created. I'm telling you, this is why they all over. I understand the powers that be figured this shit out. I think when AI started and they mastered it, when Elon brought Twitter, when they've been buying all these, I think they started to realize that most of these blacks have fake channels, fake views, fake followers, fake shit, create their own fake content for their own personal fake monetization. But these lies are making them 100 grand, 200 grand, 300 grand, 400 grand. They put news out on themselves, making money off this shit. That's like selling fake shit, counterfeit shit. Black media is now counterfeit, y'all. Can you get it? Counterfeit. Got to say it like that. All of this is what's called counterfeit stories, y'all. Fake. This is why I'm telling you all this. Because in the new world, things going to speed up. I'm not going to be slowing down no more. If y'all just still stupid, that's going to be y'all. All right? Y'all going to be, that's just going to be whoever still believe all the dumb shit without facts. All right, let's go. Tillman participated in a viral moment at an Usher concert on April 2nd, 2025. That was this year. Which Sharpe claimed her husband was divorced. No. This shit was before April, man. This a lie. That was before April. Because this came out before I had moved. And no. I'm showing you how they fucking lie. You know what happened in April, y'all? Right here in your face. That's why I love the internet. I told you I'm an internet wizard and an internet beast. I've been on this motherfucker. And I say that for a reason for my people that been online. The internet was for the people, y'all. This is why I'm always going to win over them. Because I know this shit. They don't. They in the field where they don't belong. Now, if I try to play the TV game, I don't know that shit. That's them. If I try to play industry, that's them. But this internet, let's go. Now, I'm saying it for a reason, y'all. April 2nd, 2025. This viral moment is not from that. That date is a lie. What happened in April is his fucking lawsuit. Look, right here. His lawsuit. That's from April. See that right there? Here's a summary of the lawsuits. Date filed, April 2025. Sexual assault. This is a fake date, y'all. I told you they fucking lie. Now, if I really want to know the real date of Usher and the Cherries, all I got to do is Google Usher's, that last concert. All I got to do is put Usher Cherries. The concert is going to come up. Nope, because I remember this shit happened right after elections, y'all. This shit happened, it either happened December or January, period. No later than February. It was right after election. We were laughing our ass off. Usher had the pervert mustache, all of that. Nope. So ask yourself a question, y'all. How did that woman get on stage? Out of all the women at the show, why Usher picked her? Usher from Atlanta. Shannon Sharpe be in Atlanta. They know the same people. It's not hard to figure out. The black entertainment is a chitlin circuit. They all know each other by phone call, manager, stylist, whoever, makeup artist, hair designer, some kind of way. They all know each other. So this same woman, Usher used as a prop. What else we know? We also have the facts I have proven that these people actually hire they hire crisis actors, all of that shit. You can call up a crisis agency right now. They go to crisis agencies for a lot of shit. Regular people go there for strikes. They also get crisis actors. So this woman, so-called, was at an Usher concert. Then this same woman is in a Shannon Sharpe lawsuit that was bogus. When I showed you Shannon is an actor, how we know this? Because it's thrown out of federal court, which means it was never real. I should smack the fuck out myself. Family. Shannon Sharpe didn't put a finger on this woman, y'all. All he did was say something online. That is not a damn federal crime, y'all. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They are so exposed. But they know. Shannon thinks like this. Most people his skin color in the hood community, the people that watch him online, he thinks they don't know the law like that. Because remember, people come from a certain background, they don't know the law. That's why they're the main ones in jail. They don't know the law. They don't know shit. So I'm showing you something. How can somebody sue you for $20 million in a federal courthouse when they never even met you, saw you, or put a finger on you? All right? So when I tell you, y'all, their time is up because they have exposed themselves, when you get through your head that they're 50-something years old, playing on the internet when they haven't been on here a long time, I'm going to keep showing you with clarity. The new reality for these people is the internet, where they could be whoever they want. All right? They're already fake. They can be double life. They already do that. They already two-faced it. They can be whoever they want on this fucking internet. But I'm just trying to tell you, nobody fucking cares and nobody believes the shit. This is why I call y'all your own nation, your own people now. You are the biggest fucking joke, and you are all in fantasy land, and that's why you are not on no political agenda. And like I said, you will no longer be on fucking TV. You will no longer example, because you're not even an example to yourself. All right? When you understand this whole campaign that is playing out every day, no, you the star of your own campaign. Right? Check it out. You are the orchestrators of your own campaign. You are the people playing your own role in the campaign, and you're also filming your own campaign. You guys are actually documenting your own destruction, and that's what you did, because you didn't know that y'all are the only ones still online, and everybody else wasn't on there like y'all. But to prove it to you, you guys were the only people the world didn't know what the fuck you did on your free time. They didn't know what you did on your free time. They didn't know what you did at work. They didn't know how you made your money. They didn't know shit about y'all. But when you can comprehend that y'all biggest power was y'all secrets and the way y'all kept things to yourself, and that y'all looked out for each other too. Y'all also didn't try to destroy each other like the way y'all do. But every single thing y'all did, from bash each other, is no coincidence. Most of y'all have family beefs online. mama, daddy beefs, baby mama. Y'all had everything online. Y'all died online. Every fucking thing of y'all life. That is the new black entertainment. It is called watching these people every single day of their fucking life perform on the internet. Hopefully you getting it now. So, to prove to you, since this Diddy shit, they are still filming freaky parties. This a Diddy party, this a Keefy party. What's the fucking difference? Far as I know, she got wiped down with baby oil and they tossed her ass up. Also, they see normal. I see that man might like minors. Far as I know, I'm going to say that's a minor. I don't know what the hell that is. All right, she could be a minor far as I know. But guess what? It's showing us behavior, right? These are the tales, the freaky tales. These are the tales, the freaky BET. Hey, the freaky fucking blacks. That's them. Let's go, y'all. I'm going to say it again. It's not a coincidence. We were raised with posters on the wall of sex positions. You forgot that? Once again, I'm going to tell you again, y'all. That was perversion. I'm going to tell you like this. You was raised with astrological sex on the wall in your house that was normal. Now you take that same picture, send that shit to a minor, and watch what happened to you. Told y'all, you're a code of pedo. All y'all weird shit, that's normal in y'all life. But in the real world, that's your pedo shit. You'll go to jail. Take that same astrological sex picture, send it to a minor online, and watch what happened to you. No, y'all, freaky generation is for real. It's in the DNA, y'all. Sex demons. Sex, sex, sex. Now look, see the men laughing? See that black ass man? You see the blackest one laughing, right? With that camera, right? He love that shit. No, they call the black freaks for a reason, y'all. I don't care who get mad. Tell them to stop exposing themselves. See that? Look, see? Told you, y'all. That's why later we're going to get into light versus dark. Who really got the light? Who really in darkness? Who really smart? Who really stupid, y'all? Even if this was some dark shit, why the hell would you film it? All right? No, y'all. We're looking at family. Y'all want to talk about you ain't got no uncles, no family. No, what y'all don't get is the generation that dropped the ball is the generation that didn't want to grow up. They're still freaky. This is why I joke with everything. They are now freaky grandparents now, y'all. If you want to keep talking to me, all this race shit, no. Your race is destroyed because y'all destroyed yourself. First of all, how the hell is your race going to prosper when all y'all elders are fucking freaks? Your elders still ride around blasting rap music and shit like that. Your elders don't take themselves serious, and they didn't want to be serious. Here's your fucking proof. Your elders still love to fucking party. All right, that's it. Now, there's nothing wrong with partying. It's just that they don't fucking do nothing else. They don't have no balance. See that? Grown men in 50s filming. See that? Grown men in 50s pulling shit out of boxes. The whole concept of y'all still have parties like y'all kids. That's why y'all still love parties like fucking kids. My birthday. That's y'all. You didn't have birthday parties growing up. You're grown as hell, still having birthday parties. That's y'all. All right? Some of y'all hate y'all miserable life. Always want your friends around. That's y'all. No, my birthday is about me. It's about what I'm going to do. My birthday, y'all will not ruin my shit. Sorry. Only way I'm going to see y'all on my birthday, catch me at 2 a.m. in the club. That's about it. Other than that, you will not ruin my day. That's y'all. Far as I know, they could have ruined Keithsweat's birthday with that shit. That's right. That's what y'all love to do, right? So I'm going to keep showing you. See the old people? All right. They the biggest asses, right? You don't see no young people in there. Nope. Told you, they ain't the young people, y'all. The young people got all the blame. It's the old people. See that? You don't see nobody young, 20s, teens, 20. You don't see that, do you? All old people. Because this is the real secret, ain't it? This is the real thing, y'all. No disrespect. I just got to keep it real, y'all. They know all the old people got to live through their phone. I say old is the people that won't change their ways. They know all the old people, they the main ones got to live through their phone because they live life already. Huh? And most of their life is over, and most of their life sucks. They already knew that. The old people will also be the main ones affected by this shit. Because when you're old, you actually live through the shit. What those kids doing? Let me see what these kids doing. What's your Instagram page? Yeah, I'm on Facebook now. That's y'all. And they do freaky shit on their timeline, y'all, with their whole family on the timeline. So, if I was Keith Sweat, I'd have walked out too. Sorry. But then again, me, I don't go to whack shit. So, I don't go to shit with everybody standing around. That's y'all. So, just look. Everybody was happy. Everybody thought it was funny. But to me, they all freaks. Pick one. Jermaine Dupri, Keith Sweat, Diddy. Which one? Keith Sweat, Harlem to Atlanta. This throwback tells it all. Damn sure does, bro. Now that we know what y'all into. Also been proved that. Wiz Khalifa, Russell Simmons, tickled his booty. That's right. They put her with Amber Rose as the front. The way these men work, after they toss you up, after they tug on you, after they rub you down, then they give you a good girlfriend after that. Wiz Khalifa. Hey, where's Ludacris' girlfriend at? Where's his wife? You ever saw her? Sorry, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I heard about Ludacris and T.I. over a decade ago, but I've never had no proof. It's all proven now. For those who don't know, Diddy was responsible for Ludacris' career as well. Facts. Facts. Now let's get to the last part of the show. When I tell you, hey, if you believe niggas look like that, that's on you. It's a reason why they come all night. It's a reason why they call nightcap. Any more questions? Can you now see they are the darkest people that come on the internet, period, and they come on at night? It's not a coincidence. They are every joke from Class. Every joke we heard growing up, that's who they are. Meanwhile, I have nothing against people that complexion. I like women that's that dark, but men like that, I don't trust their ass. Sorry, I don't give a fuck, bro. What you gonna say about it? Sorry, but women that color, yeah, I love them. They okay. But them, nope. Nope. When I see them, I see two lying ass niggas, y'all. Sorry to tell you that. And them niggas from down south too. Niggas lie their ass off. You think I'm playing? No, y'all, they come on that night and they be capping. And they know only people that ain't got no fucking job watch them at night. Only fucking losers watch them. You gotta be a loser to watch them. You mean to tell me you stayed up to watch them? No. They call them nightcap because they fucking black as night and they be capping their ass off. It's a lot of reasons why that shit called nightcap, y'all. All right, so don't forget that part. So am I surprised Shannon's a fucking liar? No, because I never in my life seen a nigga that black that tell the truth. Sorry, you got to prove it to me. No, I know what's up in real life. Let's go. I don't care who get mad, so what? Meanwhile, this what Gilbert doing. Gilbert is making TikTok videos about Kwame Brown. Just giving you an update. All right, let's go. icespice, y'all. Oh, yeah, let me not forget. Sanders. Sanders had a good preseason game the other day. It was a very decent game. But I'm going to tell y'all my opinion. In my opinion, it's all the setup. Make them look good in preseason. Hopefully, when the season starts, a lot of y'all gamblers start putting y'all money up. Hopefully. But they also said he's still in fourth place. Throw all that out the window. He had a preseason game. They said it was a good game. But something else I saw after the game, they say he was bragging, playing 50 Cent. The song, If I Can't Do It, It Can't Be Done. They say he playing 50 Cent song, and he was getting his little brag on. It also was said that a player did something on the field, and it said that Shedeur tried to address the player on the field, basically trying to low-key embarrass him. But it is said he had a good game. I tried to watch it, but it was a blackout on the game. I tried to watch it. But, I got to keep it real. It was said he had a good game. So, that's the word on Shedeur. But we will continue the saga of Sanders because he's still not a starter, and it's still no telling what's going to happen to him. But they are using him for news, media attention, because all of these teams are the same. They're not stupid. They will draft you just for attention, period. All right, and ticket sales. So, also that jersey sale. Now, let's get to the sauce. icespice. Speed it up. No, they're not rappers. They hoes that rap. That's all they ever was. They're not even strippers. How I know that? Because I know they can't even twerk or work a pole. No, they're just ass shakers. And if you notice, all of them rap bitches shake their ass stiff because they ain't got no rhythm. Period. But one thing they specialize at, bending over. The whole industry bends over. And Ice Spice, I think she tired of bending over, y'all. She tired of that shit. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's go. That girl was so tired of busting it open, y'all. She can't take it no more. You will clearly see her face. Now, I know this is blurred, but this is grainy footage snuck out the show. You will see Ice Spice is tired of twerking, y'all. She is busting that open so much, she can't take it no more. She thought she was going to be a rapper. But now she see they have turned her into a full-time stripper. That's nothing but men in the front like a strip club. Yes. The industry created a new genre where they understood we can actually get hoes and turn them into celebrity strippers. And we can take their strip show on the road. Plus, they can get paid for stripping 24/7 on their platforms and at the show. You see her face? I know it's grainy, y'all. That's her face on stage twerking. Ladies, bro, you know when somebody into it when they ain't. No, she's not happy, y'all. Look at her face, y'all. What did I get myself into? Can't take it no more. Huh? She like, here we go again. Mind you, all men, thirsty, freaky predators. Remember, America's pervert nation. So all the men was like, yeah, bust it open. She like, yo, y'all, you tell you, man, she looked like a fucking sex worker, y'all. She looked like a sex worker, but a pimp won't let her take no goddamn days off, y'all. Tell you what's happening. I'm telling you what's going on, y'all. Prisoners of fame. She can't take it. She can't take it, y'all. Drop the mic. See that? Bust it up like you can clearly see she has to do it. Plus, don't forget they make it part of the gimmick where if they don't do it, they ain't gonna make no money. Megan, Cardi, Glorilla, all of them. They gotta bust it open, y'all. This is why I kept trying to tell you. The blacks are the freaks of the industry. No ifs and ways about it. When everybody in Hollywood when they have big Hollywood parties, they can't wait for the blacks to come. Because one thing Hollywood knows is the blacks gonna bust it open. Period. What else they know at the parties in Hollywood? The men that love black meat, they get to fondue the black meat at the party. Terry Crews told you, man. No, they get paid off being freaky. Period. See that? So what they didn't get is they want to be like Nicki. Now you got to work like Nicki. Nicki at home chilling. No, y'all, they made her bust it open. And you're going to see what? Once she stopped busting it open, where her career at? Over. Her era is over with. No, we get one stripper, turn their ass out, stuff them with BBLs, get a new stripper. That's how they do it. That can't rap. Now let me show you the comparison. Because if they don't bust it open, they will not get a check. When I told you with Ashanti, if she don't bust it open, she will not get a check. Don't worry, you'll be seeing a lot more Ashanti ass pictures after that baby. You'll see it after she lose all that weight. Now let's get into the real world. Remember, Freaky Nation. Who Ice Spice sponsors? The youngsters. Who look up to her? The youngsters. The youngsters the one getting snatched up. Meanwhile, she don't even want to do this shit. Her job is to influence. Why did they give money to the influencers? Cardi B was a social media influencer, a.k.a. brainwasher. Then you're going to see these women got more perverted, more freaky, more stupid, more dependent on their ass than any time in history ever, because it was a campaign. Now you have a world of broke strippers. That's right, because what they don't talk about, all of the strip money, was in the early 2000s. The real stripper money ended, I'll say officially about, I'm going to say really about 2014, but I'll stretch it out to about 2016. After 2016, all the strip money been left. Sorry, Johnny come lately. The real strip club money was when the strip club was popping, Craigslist was popping, and that's before Backpage was popping. Then Backpage came out. It was popping a little bit, but the real money, see, another thing which I don't get, ass shakers, Y'all are the most strippers in the brokest era. That's another thing y'all don't get. Sex workers, y'all are so fucking sorry. Y'all sell sex at the brokest time. This is why we know y'all have to sell sex to survive. No. When the real ladies of the night were selling sex, that was in the rich era. That was when men walked around with thousands in their pocket. That's when men had thousands on their bank card. It's a difference, dummy. Y'all are the most taking your clothes off, perverted, broke sex workers in history, because we are in the brokest time. Now I'm gonna slow it down. They take their clothes off more in the brokest times, y'all. The time with the most money, the woman knew you take off the least as possible, because that's how you get the most money. See, I'm trying to tell you, it's not just about what they do. You want to talk to me about all this shit, I'll tell you about it, but it's always played out. Mind you, everything now is considered sex trafficking. Before, people rode in a car and transported drugs all over the country. Now y'all get in cars and transport your coochie over the whole country. It's called fly me out, ho. All right? But I'm going to show you, hoes. You going nowhere, hoes. Why? You in the brokest era. That's the only part y'all don't get. See, it was a reason why them women was called gold diggers. Because they were so bad that the men going to get them whatever the fuck they want. That's why they were called gold diggers. Because they were so bad and thick, all they had to do was put on tight jeans, and that was it. And then once they worked that mouth and that body on that man, got him, they ain't had to do all that. After that, it was, they trying to get that man away from them. That man crazy. No, y'all in the fake era. Told you, fake era, guys. No, the real gold diggers, the real bad bitches, they the ones that got all the money already. The real bad bitches bought houses and paid for cars and school and shit, for real. The real bad bitches knew the art. He only gonna smell this when I feel like it. He only gonna see it when I feel like it. Meanwhile, that bank account getting empty. And that's when everybody had money. Now, you in a broke era. And y'all take y'all clothes off the most. That's what make y'all the worst. And we know y'all sell it. Let's go to the sex traffic. 10 arrested in undercover St. Paul sex traffic sting. Who's getting arrested? The sex sellers and the sex buyers. Everybody's going to jail. When I'm going to keep giving you what this is about. It's all about the Diddy trial. He was filming sex. He was accused of making people sell sex. He was buying sex, paying for models, making models do shit. All in the Diddy trial. It's a little bit of Diddy in all of y'all. All of y'all are perverts and sex workers. So here we go. In real life, sex trafficking sting, which I every week told you update, to give you the proof that the whole America is freaky. So when I do my analytics, this is what I look at. You look at old men and men at a party freaking. I look at every black man there buy pussy. That's how I look at it. I look at every last one of them niggas buy pussy. Told you, Freak Nation. This shit based on analytics. No, Grandpa, you the same old head. You just want a Benz or a Beamer to buy pussy at night. Sorry, you guys still buying pussy, cheating on your wives? Losers? Huh? You still doing that shit? You old, washed up niggas still getting women pregnant on the side? You dumb niggas still getting your side piece pregnant? So you just got a good job to take care of another household. Y'all still do that too, huh? I need a raise. I need a new job. No, nigga, you take care of 3 households, pervert. You still live like that, huh? Huh? You still live like that? You still spend all your money on car notes to look good, meanwhile you're broke as fuck, bro? You still doing that? No, I know what you're doing. You from the era where you call a car a pussy puller. So you still spend your money on cars just to get some coochie. Meanwhile, now you don't realize, bro, you ain't nothing but an old pervert. That's right. See the house full of old perverts? They're everywhere. They're in the kitchen. It was all over the house. That's right. Sorry, y'all. Yo, this is a fucked up stereotype. That's how I look at it. If I see an old man blasting music, I look at him like he buy pussy. Sorry, I just do. I do, man. I look at everybody different now. I don't care what you say. So you got your stereotypes, I got mine. Because one thing this shit showed me, nah, y'all, it's a lot of people with that Diddy shit. It's all of them. Let's go. Told you it's all of them, y'all. Meanwhile, you see what? Icespice don't want to bust it open, y'all. While she tired. Now, I'm going to show you what this shit about. You going to bust it open. You going to bust it open. You going to work. Work, bitch, work. Why I say that? They say that in the crowd. Look, work, bitch, work. In the crowd, look at the men in the front. All the perverts in front. Meanwhile, you could be a straight pervert, get your icespice ticket. I'm showing y'all. I'm about to get y'all the grand finale to show you. When I tell you the blacks are the freaks of this game, when I tell you they was going to come up short, check this out, y'all. This real shit. Now, you see she upset. Now, let me show you something. See her twerking her ass, working hard? Now, let's look at this woman. OnlyFans. See how she got on her nice conservative tight outfit? What happened with her? She just got generational wealth. I never even heard that woman talk. Never even heard her mouth. Never saw her twerk. I still don't even know who the fuck she is. But I know one thing. She got generational wealth. You mean to tell me this woman right here got more money than every nigga on BT right now? Yep. Why? Why? What am I showing you? They're going to do a whole lot. They're going to work their ass off. They're going to lie, cheat, steal, blackball. They're going to do a whole lot of shit. But somehow in the end, they still going to end up on a low level. So you mean to tell me Ashanti been singing her ass off her whole life, and now this woman even got more money than Ashanti? Huh? That's how I look at shit. I don't know about y'all. That's how I look at shit. I don't know about y'all. So you mean to tell me Ashanti got to take her clothes off and do this shit now? Y'all don't get what's going on. She didn't start like that. She's in an era where she got to be a stripper, like I said. Because the hoe's winning. But this real hoe won for real. She got 20 million. Y'all going to go y'all whole life trying to get money. Chasing bags, all this shit. You got 1,000 pictures on your Instagram timeline. You got 50 on TikTok. And you twerk your ass off. Somehow you never get to the bag now, do you? Somehow your living conditions always fucked up. Somehow all your shit still ain't paid for. Somehow you still can't afford school, shopping, a whole bunch of shit, but you stay twerking your ass off. Meanwhile, she stayed out the way and she got 20 million. Whatever she got, she took his money doing nothing because she's a real sex worker. The real sex workers know you get a lot of money, but you don't really got to do a lot. That's the real sex worker. Huh? Sorry, y'all. The real sex worker that get the most money does the least. Because they understand this man going to pay me just for my company. He going to pay just to smell my panties. That's what the real ones know. Sorry. Y'all twerk so much, the smart men look at y'all like y'all just stink. Because we have no proof of y'all taking showers. We have 1,000 pictures of y'all taking pictures on sinks, but not one picture of you using water in a bathroom. Sorry, we have no proof of Vagisil in your background. We have no proof of no cleanser. So you twerk look good to you, but the people like me and my bros, and especially bros that eat coochie, we don't see none of that clean shit, so we don't care about nothing you're talking about. That's why in the Diddy trial, you didn't hear nothing about eating no coochie. Now, did you? Nope. But you heard about dildos, right? You heard about male strippers, right? You heard about STDs and Cassie mouth, right? That's right. Only two things they want from a woman is hoes. One in their mouth and the other one. That's all they want. What's in the Shannon story? He wanted her hole. Told you they all exposed, y'all. No, the black freaks are all exposed. Nothing you going to do about it. All right? So what Shannon Sharpe need to do is stop lying. We got the proof. Only lawsuit you had this year, Shannon, which was put on you, other than that, the proof is the payout you made to this woman. This right here, manufactured stories. See them? Shannon Sharpe, Chat Ocho Cinco, settle 20 million. Hopefully you'll watch Nightcap now. They want us to think they paid this black woman $20 million, y'all. Shannon Sharpe don't want you to think he's going broke. They're also using this black woman to distract from this woman. She's on Shannon's head next, y'all. This the other lawsuit I never heard of. Well, I ain't going to say I didn't hear about, but you're going to see in that black section, they didn't talk about this shit. His ex. All right? So now you got the proof. The shit got dismissed because it was bogus. This guy made up news on himself, y'all. Him and Ocho try to use this shit for publicity stuff for Nightcap. Trying to trick the algorithm. He paid out $20 million in one case. We're going to make it like we paid her $20 million. No, y'all. They need to stop this shit. They're exposed, y'all. But it's not about that. I want you to see how far this nigga will go to keep lying to black people's face. The reason why I say that because nobody white believes him. They don't watch his ass. Do you think somebody white in America is going to stay up late at night to watch his ass knowing they got to work tomorrow? You think somebody going to do that? No, y'all. Nobody white believes his ass. Nobody watch him. It's a lot of reasons why this shit political. They're in the fucking dumpster. They smell like dumpster juice, y'all. But they know it's some people will always support them. It's these people you can put foot up their ass. You can lie to their face. You can get them false promises. They used to give them promises for shit they never get from when they was kids. They used to that shit. You can tell them fake promises. You can also give them a lot of fake hope, and they will buy it every time. So they know this. If they don't do nothing, they know they got to keep Nightcap going, because if Nightcap fade, it's over for them. So they're going to do whatever they got to do to keep their black fan base. So now, y'all, I have to talk in all these ways for you get it. The real form of black entertainment left is black celebrities making an ass of themselves, disgracing themselves, and the black fans that participate in all of their content. That is the new black entertainment, y'all, all right? Which is called y'all world. That's just for y'all. So when you break out of that, then you'll understand that it's just really one world. And to be in that other world, you have to be a willing participant. Then a lot of y'all will come back home. But until you do that, you will be down with Freak Nation. That's it. Y'all all are fucking freaks. This what they into, y'all. Thank God I have never in my life seen a naked small person in my life. I never want to do it. I swear to God, anybody did that shit to me like Keith Sweat, I will kick y'all out. I will cut your fucking ass off. All right, that's it. No, Keith Sweat is the proof to me. Don't never in your life no more ever throw no parties with them. Don't invite them to your shit. They might fuck your shit up. That's one thing. See, before you had to worry about them spilling some shit on your carpet, breaking some shit, before you had to worry about them fighting in your shit, now you got to worry about some freaky shit at your house. They might freak off in the bathroom. They might leave a dildo in your bedroom and you get in trouble by your wife. Man, ain't no telling what the fuck they gonna do. So now you got the proof of who the freaks, right? Don't forget, Keith Sweat is a grandpa, but they know what's another thing in this. Grandpas are freaky now. So for grandpa's birthday, grandpa, yo, we gonna do grandpa, we gonna get you a stripper. Hey, grandma, we gonna get you a stripper, grandma. Y'all all freaks. Guess why else y'all consider freaks? Most of y'all all born out of wedlock. So that makes all y'all bastards. You didn't know that, did you? All that shit means something. All y'all born out of wedlock. Y'all all had sex out of wedlock. Y'all all bastards. That's why y'all freaks. That's why you don't know shit. And I gotta go there, y'all, because all is gonna be destroyed. By the fall, it's all gonna be gone, y'all. But I had to get y'all the real. What you want? Truth? You want ugly truth, or you want beautiful lies? What you want? You want somebody to smile in your face, stab you in the back, or you want somebody to punch you in the mouth? Which one? All right. So on that note, we about to get out of here. But I just had to let y'all see. No. One more thing you're gonna see. See the underground bunker? This is where they had people in that bunker, y'all. That's the bunker. When people didn't understand that they were snatching people up, pimping their ass. Hey, lady, they put you in that basement, make you play with a dildo, film your ass. Then if you don't comply, they got a torture chamber for you. Same way. They got these two people doing shit. You thinking it's normal. They got big ass guns in the room. They ain't normal. Nope, this is what they was doing, y'all. Put on the dark web. Months ago, over a year ago, I said, family, they will snatch you from the East Coast, take you somewhere country in the sticks where nobody gonna know where you at. Nobody gonna hear you. This way everybody been going, y'all. Then when they finish with you, chop you up, Texas chainsaw, get them organs, put you in a ditch, throw you in the water, throw you where the gators at, you're gone. That's it. This shit been going on for over a decade, y'all. This is why the biggest crime is sex trafficking. Now I got to really bring it up to date to you when I fake people out like I was leaving. Let's go. Portsmouth police arrest 3 in undercover operation targeting sex trafficking. This is Portsmouth, Rhode Island. It's more than one port. It's a Portsmouth, New Hampshire. It's a Portsmouth, Virginia. This is Portsmouth, Rhode Island. When I told you it's foreigners in this country snatching people ass up. You're also going to see, it's no coincidence, they all got on goatees. Now, let me show you the real talk, what I almost forgot to tell you. Another reason why you're not respected. Because, remember y'all was called pimps? Remember we were proud to be pimps? The main thing I didn't tell y'all, a pimp is, look, man, pimping and hoeing, prostitution is now called sex trafficking, kidnapping. I'm going to say it again, right? Before, people sold drugs out their car. Now you guys sell sex out your cars. That's why you heard the story of the guy going from Atlanta to Florida, trapping out the car. I'm telling you what's happening, y'all. Y'all were all sexual divas. Now look, let's look at what happened to this idiot. He already locked up. He's on the phone trying to coach his woman in what to do. He gets hit with sex trafficking. What used to be called pimping and hoeing. Hey, baby, trying to get this money? Well, go over there. All right. Hey, baby, I got this dude right here. He got $300 for you. All he wanted is a lap dance and some head. You ready? Now, that's called sex trafficking because you're selling sex as a person that sells drugs. Had to break it down, y'all, because it was all considered normal. Thank you very much. Good to be blessed. It was all considered normal, and I'm going to show you why. When I said everything you love going to disappear, but the main thing I'm about to show y'all is everything that was taught to y'all through BET, whether y'all statistics, narratives, or y'all content that y'all believe to this day. All of that shit was put in y'all brain, mind, spine, and soul. So one day, y'all will be the dirtiest, filthiest scum of the planet, and everything y'all participate in will be the exact thing that fucking destroys and wipe y'all all out. Now I'm going to show it to you. Now, hip-hop and rap glorified pimping. Now that's called sex trafficking to get you life. So I showed you everything promoted in rap, get you life in jail or get you dead in the ground. Here's another chamber of that. It make your daughter hoes and make your sons be pimps. Either way, she's going to participate in sex. He's going to participate in sex. You're going to be an old man. You're going to still buy pussy and participate in sex. All right? Freaky Nation is for real. Now let's go. Bop. A Warren man is charged with directing human trafficking activities from jail. Thank you very much. Good to be blessed. Now look, let's check it out on this closeout. The end of an era, y'all. It's going to be over soon. And you ain't going to hear this shit no more. You might not even hear that word no more that start with a B. A Warren man who allegedly directed human trafficking activities while incarcerated was arraigned on Saturday. Let's speed it up. Ryan Ramon Wofford, 33 years old, is charged with 2 counts of human trafficking and 1 count of prostitution. Now, he is charged with the same exact thing that Diddy was denied. Diddy was charged with the human trafficking, Rico. He is charged with it as well. Because I'm going to keep showing you. Everything in the Diddy trial is a reflection of what you people was doing in real life. I know this sex shit was going on for a decade. I know people were missing, people being found, people being slain, people being up. All right? So, I'm going to keep showing you. This is who y'all are. Everything Diddy did, he did the same thing. The difference is his ass getting life. He's so stupid. Why y'all stupid? Y'all are still the only stupid ass ones that still do not understand technology, that you have no personal business on any technical device, assholes. So you film everything, you fucking tell everything. So he's in jail, talking his ass off on a recorded phone call, telling women what to do. All right? The charges could send him to prison for 20 years. See that? Same thing as Diddy. Now, let's speed it up. I know Detroit, the home of pimping. Why? They the most state of brainwashed from fucking pimping. Fairy tale, y'all. Back to the fantasy land. Fairy tales of your community. One day you're going to be rich. Something else I'm going to talk to y'all about later on. Tales from the dark side, y'all. Tales from the dark side had all the truth in that shit. I was watching it yesterday. I also know tales from the dark side mean a lot. They also mean about people. Long story short, the man in the show, in the episode, he said, man, you always dreaming about some stuff you can't have. You always want some stuff that you don't got. Grow up. You're like a big kid. You always want something you can't have. See, because he was talking about that whole concept of always wanting to be rich. He's like, what's wrong, man? You got a wife. You got a good job. What more do you want? Remember I said that's y'all? Never satisfied. But you didn't know. The whole science of you never satisfied is the mentality you were given as a kid. And you don't get that. The world knows now that y'all are nothing but big ass kids because your life is based on what you like, what you want. It's not fair. And this is the perception where you feel like it's something always out there, which make you live these double lives as cheaters. There's something always better out there. It's something better. My life got to be better than this. No, it is mental, where it's being said, you're grown-ups that don't want to grow up. But it's not just y'all. It's a lot of people like that. So in Tales from the Dark Side, I spoke about, the man said it. He said, if you got rich right now, if you had all the money in the world, then what? He said, what? You're going to need a wife then, right? Dummy. Same thing with y'all. I had it now. That's what we all go through. You go through all these women, but you never want to remember about all the good women you had that you were supposed to keep. Because you always want to deal with all these women. But in the meanwhile, you lost all the good women. That's your life. Because it determines this kid life y'all live. You too, woman. Y'all live this life, always want something. No, the fantasy land of the child is always thinking of something better. Always think about something you can't have or can't even, or even supposed to have. That's the mentality. So you guys were raised to believe everything in movies back in the day in film because y'all whole life is controlled. Y'all controlled by colors. You based on colors. Y'all whole life is based on what you see, your reactionary people, your copycats, monkey see, monkey do. This is y'all fucking life. So back in the day, this thing got put in your head in the 70s about pimping and hoeing. It was so many ideas put in your head that one way y'all gonna be rich, but these will all be really considered failed shortcuts. Y'all always thought y'all was gonna get rich through selling drugs, do everything else but working a fucking job because y'all reality was supposed to be, let me do what I have to do to make my money, take care of myself or my family. Your job was, I want to be rich with a mansion, I want a foreign car, I want diamonds, I want this, I want that. This is why you're still a big kid, because it was designed for you to be a kid, y'all. So I'm saying all that to say, anybody inspired by the Mac to this day, if you believe in that pimp and hoe shit, now this what used to be a misdemeanor will now get you 20 years. See that? Raised on rap, you're going to think you're Bishop Don Magic Wand. But I already proved to you, Bishop Don Magic Wand was a fake-ass pimp. He was a celebrity pimp, sold to you. That's right. Went through all that. We also know the truth about Don Magic Wand, what he really into. See that hip-hop rap? Your life is scripted, and whatever y'all see on TV, that's what y'all going to think. See that? This how it was promoted in the 70s, pushed in the 80s, then 2000s, promoted back to y'all again. Y'all whole life is remixed. Y'all whole life is based on pictures, images, what you see, colors, fancy, flashy. Because Bishop Magic Wand really is a magician. He worked his magic wand and brainwashed all y'all ass. That one day you're going to be a pimp. No, he really is a magician. Yes, he is. And that really was a magic wand. I'm going to make these niggas think they can pimp. Make them think they pimp. Make them think they can get a Bentley off this shit. Make them think they're going to have some bitches. Meanwhile, what we really did was teach them to drag every black woman that's pretty. We taught them to exploit every black woman that's pretty. And when it's all said and done, all them Negroes going to be broke. And all they women going to be broke the fuck down. That's right. And they're going to be fucked up, stuck in that goddamn ghetto, Detroit. Huh? So it was promoted that Detroit make all this money. They do. Home and all this shit. But then we never want to acknowledge that Detroit looked the poorest out of every goddamn city. No, y'all. It was called self-destruction. I'm going to tell you again, y'all, this shit is important. When they made that song Self-Destruction, they were really telling us, y'all gonna fucking self-destruct on your own. You're headed for self-destruction. They were telling us, self-destruction. Oh, y'all headed for. See, they were telling us back then, y'all all, because everything you watching was from self-infliction. Now, I'm closing out with this, because your man, Tyler Perry, won't stop. When I say his number one agenda is to do this, that's all he into, 24/7. But I also want you to see Freak Nation. When I told you, Freak Nation is the code word for the new black people, y'all. This is who they are. I have nothing against them. It's just that I'm not them. See? So I'm just showing you. This is what he's into. Steve, look, Tyler Perry is so G-A-Y. Laughing. Told you, man. But see what makes Tyler Perry worse? He won't come out. See? I respect RuPaul more than any of their ass. I respect RuPaul more than Tyler Perry. Yes, I do. Tyler Perry, no. I didn't see RuPaul play with the church. I didn't see RuPaul. I keep telling you, certain people don't do certain things. But I seen them do it. This what Tyler Perry is. So when y'all proud of Tyler Perry, black movies and BET, no, you forgot Tyler Perry had to deal with BET because BET is y'all freaky. No, when you be proud of black, be proud of this too. This means black now. Y'all the face of that shit. And there's nothing wrong with it, y'all. It's just that when I watch entertainment, I don't always want to see that shit. It don't work on me. Nigga been trying to groom me for over 10 years. It ain't going to work. But he's going to keep it going. He will show you this, but he won't show you no successful black man. Meaning, even if they was like that, he ain't going to show you no successful. No, y'all. This is what Tyler Perry is about because this is what the fuck he likes. And this is what he raised. Where's his headquarters at? Atlanta. That's right. I told you they brought all that shit down there. Is Tyler Perry from Atlanta? Nope. Everybody went to Atlanta and shitted there and busted a nut and left their traces. That's why Atlanta's fucked up. I know the truth about the real Atlanta. The real Atlanta in Georgia was respectful and clean. Meaning, hey, even if it had the hood, it didn't matter. Blacks knew a certain structure down there. They knew certain shit. They lost their mind when all those fucking Yankees, liberals, weirdos, Chicago, all this shit came down there. That's what flipped their ass. Know why? That's what made Atlanta worse. Know why? They got a little bit of New York in them, a little bit of Detroit in them. Don't forget, Detroit turned their ass out too. Atlanta got taught all their way. See, the original Atlanta, Georgia people, they knew the code. But all the fake Atlanta, Georgia people, they are a different human. They have a little bit of New York City in them, a little bit of Detroit in them, a little bit of Chicago, a little bit of Florida. They are all mixed up. See, Atlanta really supposed to be the home of gumbo. They're all mixed up. You know what that means? They're really fucking nobody. When you become everything, you lose who you are. Get it? I'm from New York. Where you from? Right? You're going to hear it. You're going to see it. Where you from? Who the fuck are you? No, you've been a little bit of everybody. So therefore, you're nobody. I'm telling y'all for a reason. Some of y'all better make it back home. He far from Georgia. I got to show you proof. He know goddamn well the part of Georgia he from, he was not raised like this. So I also want you to see what happens. You see what happened when you go opposite of how you was raised? Here's your proof. It's always going to end bad for you. No matter how much Tyler Perry does movies, it's going to still be bad for him. No matter how much I believe rap, you're still fake-ass pimps, guys, and you're getting life now. See that? This also means y'all are fucking cartoon characters. Pick one. When I tell you that, y'all still worship characters in real life. What's a character? An idea written on paper. Goldie the Mac. Written on paper, put it on camera, it becomes their reality. Because they what? Follow whatever they see. Period, y'all. Your life being controlled. I went into all this shit at Life Hollywood. I went into the whole thing of how Hollywood was also created to control your life. It goes back 100 years. American, period. American life is controlled by Hollywood. Long story short, here's your proof. Icespice might be being sex trafficked right now. She don't want to do it no more, y'all. You got the proof. She don't want to do it. Miserable. Look at that face. That is her real face, y'all. It's just blurry and messed up because I had to make it clear. That is her face on stage. Does she look happy? That ain't nothing, no Photoshop, none of that shit. It's just me trying to get the best of her face I can get. She looks mad. You see that part, right? Okay. Because she know, man, she got to dance in front of all these perverts. And she been doing it. This look like she tired of her fucking career. Sorry, that's what it looked like to me. So on that note, y'all, don't forget to troll Shannon. You got the proof he's a liar. Shannon Sharpe payout. Last payout, ESPN. No payout to this woman. No settlement. Ain't shit get settled because that shit was fake. Meanwhile, keep your eye open. This the real case. Coming up down the pipeline. On that note, y'all enjoy y'all day. And I'm going to tell y'all like this. Some of y'all that are freaks, please go get some help, man. Go get some help. All right? Let me tell y'all it's the big joke. Y'all don't get, man, when all these old men started buying Viagra, that made them more freaky. What if I told you, ladies, the Viagra was to inspire all the old men to cheat on your ass? The Viagra was promoted for all the old men to start being cheating. Start cheating again. Start cheating. But in y'all life, when the old black men start cheating, y'all bank account gonna start shrinking. And somebody gonna start taking money out that account buying pussy. That's y'all. All right? So y'all not getting it. I'm gonna start some shit today. Ladies, if your man take a Viagra, do you know it's old men getting caught cheating at 75 now, y'all? 78, 81 getting caught cheating on it. Do you know it's men been with their wife, their whole life never cheated? But all of a sudden now, y'all not getting these men online now, Facebook, Instagram. Y'all didn't know this shit was a big picture. You kept thinking it's about one way. You forgot Granddad online too. Granddad online getting horny from his timeline. And the thing is now, Grandma, he got them fucking pills. No, y'all, freak generation is for real. I'm talking about studies, analytics. I'm talking about research. This ain't me just making up shit. No, freaky generation is for real. All right, let's ask a question. You see how I want y'all to see them three black men right there, especially the black one. You see how they looking at that stripper, aka little girl, little person? Imagine how they act when they seeing young people on their timeline all day. Hey, lady, your man, he with you, right? But you at church, he don't go to church. When you at church, he's scrolling looking at ass all day. Now, when they scrolling on their timeline all day and they seeing all this shit they like, what you think they're going to do after a while? You know, after a while they're going to get tempted? Did you know y'all the only victims of temptation? Y'all are the most sinners, asshole. That's why they made the movie. Y'all the biggest sinners because y'all were the main ones always talking about God and church. Dummy, y'all are the biggest hypocrites. That is y'all judgment. Only y'all were raised in the church, not nobody else. That's why y'all are the fucking hypocrites. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Know what else is the joke? Y'all were the most phobic. That's why I showed you Tylerperry. Y'all were the most phobic. Now y'all are the most willing participants. So this ain't about nobody, y'all. I have nothing against nobody. I'm just going to let you know who you are because we all know this. Y'all are the most willing participants. You will clearly see that man with baby all on. Baby all, code word, fruity sex. Baby all, code word, sex worker. All sex workers must be rubbed down with baby all first because you cannot be ashy hopping out of box. All right? You cannot be ashy selling sex on Instagram. Guess what else happened, dummies? Johnson & Johnson were being sued for $8 billion for baby powder. You guys helped Johnson & Johnson make the money back because y'all were the main participants buying that baby oil. So on that note, we're going to get out of here. Freak Nation, stand up. Every freaking day, every freaking night, these are the tales, the freaky tales. Super freak, super freak. I'm about to do a mixtape for the freaks, y'all. That's what y'all are. It's in y'all blood. On that note, I'ma holler at y'all later. Glad my grandfather wasn't like you punks. Hell no. If I was your grandson, I wouldn't respect you neither. We out. Sorry, y'all. But look, one day this shit'll be over with, and I wanted to talk about this race shit. But since BT is collapsing and it's about to be over, I gotta do the eulogy, y'all. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. While you at it, make sure you check out Ice Cube new shit, War of the Worlds. We out. Can we get freaky tonight? Missy had a song said what? She's a freak. That's what she, right? Okay, I'm telling you, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's out the bag.